the Wild Wild West.
You said you wanted me fired up, dude, so I'm fired up.
I do nothing but defend you.
Filters off.
I defend you all the time.
Hey, we're here live. Welcome to the podcast. We're here with the Joey Derosa.
Oh my God.
Joey.
What's up, dude?
Why are you fucking being nasty?
You asked me to be. You said you didn't like when I came in polite today.
You weren't, yeah.
And you were
polite.
like, I want you more wound up. And you started talking to me about the state of comedy, and now I'm all fucking aggravated. Because I hate almost every one of our friends, and I can't tell them to their face.
Yeah, I know. I know. You can't. How could you? You'd
can't have friends. Can't have enemies. You just got to pretend that everything is fine. It's the word.
Matt's back.
I was out there. I got a taste of the road.
Matt's back, dude.
I got a stomach
You're
virus.
back from the road?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, it was a week. That was enough for me. That was plenty.
You all right, though?
It was fun. Yeah, it was a good time. I got a stomach virus the very first night, so that was terrible.
Classic road.
Stomach virus,
Just
dude.
go out
I've
and get
had a stomach
viciously
virus
ill.
since I was like 6, dude.
Yeah.
That sucks. I've had the flu on the road. It's brutal. It's brutal. Like, I've been in a hotel in like fucking Massachusetts, like shaking. Like, it's brutal, you know?
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I thought I had food
in
poisoning. I thought I had food poisoning until I was on the flight, and I was like, man, it's cold on this fucking flight. I was like, I got the chills. I was like,
fuck.
shit.
When you got to
influenza.
fly with the
Yeah.
sickness, it's the worst.
Dude, I was watching people order like shit at the airport, like coffees and baguettes, and just being little bagels or whatever, and just being like, yeah, you think you're fucking cool with the stomach, dude. Your stomach works, and you think you're the man drinking coffee.
Yeah.
I'd die right now if I drank coffee. It was cool. It was cool. I understand the pressures to sell tickets are an immense pressure. I didn't like that at all.
It is. It's very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Bother managers, dude. I'm like,
I go, where are we at? Where are we at?
And like, well, we don't. Who cares? It's gonna be good. I'm like,
Were you
well,
doing
no.
clubs?
Yeah.
Let me tell you what that is. They don't do a fucking goddamn thing to publicize their own shows.
Yeah,
and
true.
then when nobody's there, they go, what does tickets sell? I wonder why. Really? That 6-minute spot on the weather fucking channel you had me do this morning didn't move tickets?
You gotta do the clips, bro.
It's not every club.
You gotta do crowd work clips.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd love it. I'd love to see DeRosa's crowd work clips. What's that? Shut up. You know, that's a problem these days. Everyone's a fucking bitch.
I yelled at a guy at a show recently. I was trying to talk to him, he wouldn't respond, and I go, relax, I'm not going to clip it and put it on the internet like every other fucking comedian in this country. You just talk to me.
Yeah.
No, it's not every club, but a lot of these clubs, like, they don't do anything to publicize, and then they sit there and go, what did you do? It's like, what did I do?
Well, I was waiting. That's what I was. I was waiting for like the worst possible. They turned out good, but I was like ready for like the club to call me and be like, "What the fuck did you do?" And be
Well,
like,
then maybe it was...
I don't know.
It's the worst. What
happens now?
I know we're doing stand-up comedy inside baseball shit, but there's not, like, you go from being a feature, which is the shit. You just show up, you're like, who gives a fuck who's here? This will be fun. I'm going to fuck around. I do 20 minutes. This is going to be great. The first time you start headlining, you're just like peeking your head out from behind the green room door.
It's
just
brutal.
like, it's fucking empty. I know. It's fucking empty. What do we do?
Are you going to see people?
Like, I guess there's traffic. There might be traffic. And then you fucking ask the club owner and they're like, what's it looking like? They're like, tonight's not bad. Saturday night's looking pretty good. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they love that.
So 5 shows are
Saturday
terrible?
is great early. I used to always make a joke when I went on the road, because it was like every gig I would do, the club owner would come up to me and be like, and I'd be like, how are numbers? And they'd go, listen, it turns out the Beatles, they're not dead. They're alive, and they're doing a reunion across the street.
I know this.
It was always something. I swear to God, one time
you recorded an album during the Final Four in Atlanta.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah.
I did a show on the Super Bowl.
I told you when the first time I ever met you was at the Lizard Lounge.
Oh wait, yeah.
At the Chameleon Club in Lancaster.
Yes,
and I was like, dude, that album fucking ruled.
Oh, thanks, man.
And that was exactly what you said then.
Oh yeah. So it was a good bit for a little while.
And I was like, I love side B. The B side.
I wanted that to be the whole album. Was bombing at the.
It was my favorite.
Are you did a B-side bomb?
Yeah, A side was the headlining, the real set, and then B side was the same set that he tried to do.
We tried to record at the Laughing Skull right during March.
Awesome.
What was it?
It's the Final Four.
Final
in Atlanta.
Four. And it was in Atlanta. We tried to record at the Laughing Skull. The shows were so bad and so poorly attended. Not because of the Laughing Skull. I like that place.
Yeah.
But because of just the circumstance.
Yeah.
And And we got one show that I thought was worth something, and it was the crowd. It was the only packed show, and they were so drunk, and I fought with them the entire hour.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And I said, I want that to be the album. And this guy Jason that has this label called Be Seen that did it. He was like, that you can't put that out. Like that can be the second part.
Yeah.
So it was so rough of a run of shows. I left, went and did Moon Tower, and while I was at Moon Tower, what's his name? It was Mike Albanese and Gilbert, the two main, like, I feel like the main dudes of Atlanta comedy, called me and they're like, we can set up another show on Monday night because I was driving. And they're like, if you want to drive back through Atlanta on your way home, we can set up a show for Monday night at Star Bar and pack it. And we can try to record again. And I called the label guy and he's like, yeah. And we did it. And we had one show. We got the album.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then that became the album. And then the B-side was the other thing. But it was always something like that. I remember being in North Carolina. They told me there was a I think it was called the Tulip Festival. And I was like, what? What is that? He was like,
everyone's there.
He goes, you've heard of the flower, right? Yeah. And I was like, yes, I know the flower. He goes, there's a festival for it. And nobody's coming to the show.
That's the thing. You go to Buffalo, you go to anywhere in the north. Yeah. If you go during the summer, they're like, yeah, people go outside.
Yeah.
We've been locked inside all winter, so you're not going to sell a ticket.
Yeah.
I did Indianapolis during the Final Four.
Which
in Indy, Helium. Okay. The whole crowd, the late shows, because everybody's just day drinking the whole time. Oh, it's just everybody's in like different college uniforms, shit face. They have no idea what the show is. They just came in. They're like, let's see some comedy tonight.
That just sucks.
Ugh.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does suck.
I got an office party in Phoenix. There was just like
kind of
9 people came up afterwards and were like, that was interesting.
Yeah.
And I came up and was like, thanks, guys.
I got hit with an office party in Irvine. And a woman, dude, 2 women. It was a holiday party. It was during Christmas. Yeah. A lady just sat like this. Because you know how the tables are going that way?
Yeah, yeah.
They didn't face me. They faced each other and just went. The whole fucking show. There was an old woman going.
Dude, can I tell you that I tried to do like the ultimate road dog move and invite a dude on stage with me and it backfired?
Of course it backfired. Why'd you do that?
He just yelled at me the whole time.
So funny.
Oh, what happened? He was
huge.
What happened when he got up there?
He just was talking the whole time like, dude, please stop. And he started like chattering. I'm like, yeah, why don't you get up here, dude?
Yeah, it's not as easy as it looks, asshole.
Yeah, and he came up and was like, I was making fun of him, but it was insane. There was a drunk guy screaming on stage. And I had to be like, okay, dude, get down. You got to get down now. The whole crowd was like, what is this? Damn, it looks so cool on YouTube, dude.
Yeah, it's so cool when they do it.
So funny. I was at Laugh Bar.
I was just scared he was going to beat me up. I was like, oh, dude, you should get down now. It
would have been awesome if he would have fucking whooped your ass up there.
It would have been righteous.
That would have been a good clip.
I was like, dude, he's making fun of how I was dressed. I was like, dude, you're dressed like a Russian Uber driver, dude. Get out of here. And he was like, you're fucking gay, dude. I was like,
the counter.
Yeah, I was like,
the perfect
so
counter
what if I am,
punch.
dude? Get this guy out of here.
You should have sucked his dick while he beat you up.
I would have won.
Yeah.
Him just punching you while you had his dick in your mouth.
That would have been awesome, dude. Dude, that would have ruled.
Yeah.
From a ticket moving perspective, dude, that would have.
He said he was gay.
True.
He was just rain and boast.
We're not talking about stuff like that.
No, I did Laugh Boston once, and I walked. There were 40 veterinarians there, and I walked.
Why?
I walked all of them. I was at the time. I was doing a lot of jokes about death, like dying and stuff. And this lady goes, it was a Christmas. It was their Christmas party, I guess. And she goes, change the subject. And I was like, well, and I got fucking pissed, and I started talking to her, and I was like, what do you do? And she was like, I work at the vet. And I go, but what do you do? She goes, I massage the dogs before the operations. And I go, do you get extra for the hand job? And they all got up and left, and then sent letters to the club and said, your comedian insinuated that my assistant sexually manipulates animals.
That is part of their job. Dude, they pop anal glands and stuff.
Yeah.
They do. Yeah, dude. A dog gets their anal glands
get swollen.
Lemaire, shut him up, dude.
Oh yeah. Why don't you explain the
Lemaire Shaw's boss now. You hired
Matt,
Lemaire.
I can tell you this though. When you
hold on. This is very important to.
Yeah.
This is an important part of canon.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we hired Sean's our producer, but we hired Lemaire. We had fired Lemaire traditionally.
Yes.
I got
Lemaire
fired
was
for
our original producer.
Because one time he was original producer.
He
We
was
didn't-
just unbelievably bad at it.
yeah, he just fucked up constantly. We had someone
Yeah.
sat out of frame for an entire
Deleted,
It was
he
Josh
deleted an
Adam
episode. He would eat on camera. You'd hear him fucking crackling. You'd be high as shit. All of a sudden, you'd hear a bag of chips start to open. It was usually during a lull where we had nothing to say. There's some chips, so we were both like, "Fuck him! It's his fault."
That's funny,
so
man.
we
So we
fired-
fired him, and by the way, took the firing like a champ.
like a fucking
I've
champion.
never,
Dude.
Yeah,
he was
dude.
just like, "Oh yeah, I get
Why
it."
you acting like you got fired? Why you talking like you got fired from Microsoft or something? You got fired from this. Who cares?
No, I know, but I'm saying we're friends.
As a young
Right.
startup.
So it was weird to
And
be
it was
like,
before the pod was big, right?
it was right when it was starting to
He
get
was like,
Guys.
"You're doing me a favor, dude. to come sit and
Fortune,
watch you guys."
it
on
was
this-
Fortune 300 at
now,
the time.
yeah.
Fortune 300.
Now it's
All
Fortune
right.
5.
All right, you guys are doing real well. I see the charts. I do. I see the charts.
Which one, bar or this one?
Which one? The one that we're number one on?
I see charitable. I don't care for it.
Shut up over there.
This show's always
This isn't
above.
your mom's house.
This is no. I'm serious. You guys chart well. I'm not being funny.
Which
No, I know
charts are
we
you
do.
referring to? We didn't. Lemaire, look up the charts.
If you go to Chartable, Chartable is a website and it shows you like the Apple rankings.
Gotcha.
And you guys consistently are above my podcast, and it bothers me. I
Why?
don't like it.
We don't look at that. You got to stop looking at that.
Yeah, we
stuff,
don't look at
dude.
the charts. We look at the money charts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
dude.
look at, dude. Let's talk about it. You saw what I'm rolling with today, right?
Oh, I saw you in there almost.
Whoa, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
I don't want to. That's $100,
No.
Big blue
folks.
faces, bro.
Yeah.
Folks, that's $100.
Yeah, it's $100. There's a
Folks.
20 under it too.
folks. That's my favorite thing you do,
The folks joke.
folks.
I don't really do.
He'll
much
tell
anymore.
like a stupid joke, and then the to end it, you just folks. Let me hear one. Let me hear one. I know you got one loaded.
The one I used to do to the on stage, I would do it. You know Blake Wexler?
Yeah.
All right, I have a funny Blake Wexler thing that relates to this, but I would find a fat guy. I go, hey buddy, you could be a runway model at LAX, you know, because he was fat.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
get it? And then I go, but folks, you know. And then I'd find a lady with huge tits, and I'd go, lady, is that a boob job? Looks like your doctor was working overtime. Listen, folks. It was bad on purpose. It was
Listen,
stupid.
folks is great.
But I did that at a show that Blake Wexler had, and I did the runway, and dude, it like bombed. Like they didn't get the irony of it or anything. The guy just thought I was being mean.
Yeah.
And I got off stage, and Blake Wexler was laughing so hard. He goes, "My favorite part of the show is when you called that guy a fat pig."
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't like fat talk anymore. You can't
that
do
was a
that.
real. Wow, you're like you said that like you hate Blake. You're
I
like,
love Blake. I was just gonna start complimenting Blake, and then I was
love
like,
him
"That's
so
kind of
much.
fucking gay of me."
He's shooting a special this weekend. I'm
Oh,
happy
really?
for him. Yeah, in
Damn.
Cleveland. Yeah,
Blake's the man. I ran into him on the way into the NFC Championship game in Philly.
he's the man, dude.
Yeah.
He's like the nicest. He's funny as shit too.
Yeah.
He really makes me fucking laugh.
Is he still working with Todd Glass a lot? Todd Glass posts the funniest fucking social media
Todd's
shit.
so funny, man.
What's he do?
He posts like weird videos where he's like the Uber driver and somebody else is filming. He's like, our Uber driver's crazy. And he's just up there ranting. He's so good at like actually being that guy.
Todd's the best guy ever.
He's got a little Mel Gibson in him. Todd Glass is a
Todd
little
Glass, see a
Mel
little
in him.
Mel.
You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of Mel, dude, I just
up
watched
with him?
Braveheart.
Wait, let's
this
talk
week.
about Todd Glass bits first.
No, hold on. Let's talk about Mel. Let's talk about Braveheart, dude.
Yeah, Gibson.
Come on.
This is how you get the ticker.
Oh yeah,
up.
he's got movie takes. He's a big movie
Oh,
snob.
bit of
I'm not a snob
cinephile.
at all.
You're a bit of a
Bit
cinephile.
of cinephile.
Foodie.
bit of
Your Twitter bio
femophile.
should be foodie/cinephile.
Foodie, you shouldn't be comedian.
Well, then obviously, no.
Yeah, no, you have a point.
What about a
sorry. I
what
didn't
about a
mean it like that.
femophile?
I'm a me. Wait, what did you?
You a femophile?
What's a fumophile?
A femophile is like a cool pedophile. It's like the guys who are like only like 16, 17.
Yeah, beasts.
I used to say Dalia. You know, folks. There you go. That's a good folks.
Folks.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you think about Mel Gibson?
I'm a fan.
All right.
I mean, he had a
Everything?
slip up.
About what?
He had a slip up. we all
Were you talking about Daddy's Home too?
yeah.
Wasn't that like his first one back? Was like Daddy's Home?
Daddy's
movie?
Home.
No, his
Mark-
first one
Mark
back
like,
was
"Get
The
over here,
Beaver.
brother.
The Beavers with Jodie Foster directed it.
No, I've never even
What
heard of it.
What was the movie about?
It was a movie about a guy who had a mental, like he was in therapy and he started to carry a puppet around of a beaver. I think that he would like speak through.
What? That was his first one back?
Yeah, it was like an art house kind of thing that Jodie Foster did. But she, I mean, dude, he did that like, I'm talking like,
Right after.
I was like, damn, Jodie Foster's a G. Like she stepped right in like a month later. Was like, I'm gonna get you back on your feet, pal.
he's just getting,
you know, like I was like, God damn, I don't even think he paid the ticket yet for when he called the cop a Jew or whatever the fuck he said.
He hit everybody. He got busted for everything. I think he just got like, he just nuked everything so hard that it was like, just let him right back in.
Yeah.
It's so, he did everything. He hit every button you could possibly
You know what
hit.
I saw last night or yesterday?
No.
That was Ray Liotta's final movie, Cocaine Bear.
Oh, was it good?
No.
I heard it was
wasn't any
like
good?
kind of fun and crazy. It's not.
It's kind of fun and crazy, but it's bad. It's got a lot, like half the jokes are like if a little kid says fuck.
Oh, I hate that.
It bothers me
I'm
so
not gonna
much.
see it
I
now.
saw it
That's
in
enough to make me
theater
not see it.
and there were people howling laughing, which actually made me start to laugh because this one lady got the giggles. She couldn't stop laughing. And then I was like, first I was like, fucking retards think this is funny. And then she kept laughing. I was like, fuck. That's pretty funny. She's funny. Yeah, the whole movie's, it's crud.
Yeah.
How's Liotta in it?
He's actually pretty good. But it's a bummer that that's his.
Was he? But I mean, I feel like Liotta.
It's his last movie.
Yeah.
Liotta was on.
Kind of a good way to go though. He gets fucking killed by a bear.
He was on auto.
pretty sweet.
Like I feel like the last 10 years he was really on
Yeah,
autopilot.
he was doing fucking.
like,
Yeah.
like, oh, what am I doing? Playing a crazy cocaine? Okay, you know, like every movie.
What did he do
That's all he
besides
did.
Goodfellas? I don't even know what movies he was in.
He's in shitloads.
Really?
Was it Field of Dreams?
What?
He's in Field of Dreams, small part.
Briefly, yeah.
Copland. He's great in Copland. He's a great actor. Something Wild was his big breakthrough.
Yeah.
The Jonathan Demme movie. He's great. He's great. He was a great actor, and he was great at playing a guy that like an intense. He played Sinatra in the Rat Pack. He was awesome.
What?
He's a great actor. But then this last 10 years, I felt like he just was like, fuck it, man. I'm working. I'm not going to question it.
Chantix.
Samuel Jackson.
Yeah. Like, it's like they bring Samuel Jackson in to be Samuel Jackson now. You know what I mean?
What do you think about? Yeah. What do you think about Frank Sinatra? Like him, love him,
Love
think
him.
he's overrated.
Love him.
Really?
First concert I ever saw was Frank Sinatra.
Really?
fan.
I have a non-popular take on Frank Sinatra. Glorified karaoke singer. That's what I think.
Wops love him. You gotta watch out.
What is that
Glorified-
based in?
He's just
his
the way I
personal
hear
opinion.
it. I could literally do all of his songs probably better.
This is what I've heard this opinion before, and I want to congratulate you for being on the intelligence level of Big J Okerson, who's the other person that expressed this to me. That crooning was easy and anybody could do it.
Dude, have you ever been to
Yes.
an Italian wedding? Every Italian dad croons at their daughter's wedding.
You
True or false?
They croon to
You
say
true or
goodbye.
false?
They say they know their baby girl's
I will tell you this.
She's gonna get plugged tonight, so I gotta sing.
It's like that take on.
I would croon if a guy
Right.
a guy came to my house to pick up one of my sisters to go on a date. I would croon. I was younger. I was 6 years younger, but I would still croon.
That's funny.
I go, tonight is the night.
That's funny.
You're gonna finger my sister.
Did she get mad?
Oh, they'd get mad, especially the black ones.
Yeah.
Me and my dad would croon.
That's so
If we
funny.
saw a black guy come to pick up our sister, or, you know.
That's so
Don't
funny.
call the cops on that Denali. There's a Denali in this town.
That's so
Got the
funny.
neighbors talking.
But that take on crooning, let me bring it back down.
Take it back down.
I like to take podcasts. I like to go on podcasts that are jovial and laughter filled
sure.
and talk serious. On
For
them.
sure.
that's good.
I derailed. Hey, babe. Last time I was on, talking about depression for 45 minutes.
That's what you got to do.
Anyway, but no, that take on crooning is this. I understand why people say it, but it's like saying BB King is talentless, and I could play a blues riff, and it's like, well, you could, but you couldn't play it.
Most
know what
people
I mean?
can't play.
Like, you
You're
could-
talking about the pentatonic minor.
Like
Most people can't play the BB King. Yeah.
like I think
That's
if you
more talent than
I think if
Frank
you
Sinatra.
watched blues music and you watched traditional blues music
For sure.
outside of the guitar solos, you would go, an amateur person would go, I could do that.
40 times better than Frank
Punk
Sinatra.
rock, they would say it about, you know,
Nah, you gotta
it's
have-
3 chords, it's this, that. Sinatra, dude, the emotion,
There's no emotion.
you're right. You're really
the whole
right.
time.
I disagree.
No,
I
you don't know what
disagree
you're
on
talking
that.
about.
Towards the end,
No.
dude, I'll say this too. I thought Elvis sucked forever, and then I saw that last his fat fucking fat
amazing.
singing.
It's amazing.
Have you
Fat
seen him
Elvis?
fat
I've
singing?
never seen
Yeah,
it,
it's
no.
amazing.
Dude, we might need to pause this. So you can
Watch
see
him Fat Elvis.
singing
I want to see
Elvis.
Fat Elvis.
Dude, that
It's
thing,
unbelievably good. What's the song he's singing? That's his,
that Unchained Melody thing,
Unchained
at
Melody.
the end of the
Yeah,
movie, I was
it's beautiful.
crying my fucking
unbelievable.
eyes
Oh,
out.
you watched the whole movie?
I watched it with my parents. I had to hide that I was crying the whole time.
That movie sucked
It
dick,
was
dude.
awesome. That movie was awesome.
So what do you think? What do you think's better, Frank Sinatra or Enya?
I can't speak to Enya. I don't know anything.
Enya's an
about her.
Irish. That's real Irish
No, I
musician.
know who she is. I just
Real
don't know.
musician.
She's literally worth more than Chris Martin from Coldplay.
Okay.
She lives in a castle next to Bono.
Okay.
That's feeling in that music. Frank's, I've never felt. I listen to Frank Sinatra. I don't feel anything, man. I listen to it, I go, what the hell's
Well,
this
but
old
you-
fucking
but-
dumbass rattling on about?
He's an old dumb wop, dude. And also,
Enya's ethereal, dude.
Enya is so good.
Dude.
Enya, I cried at the end of Enya.
Oh, it's beautiful.
No, you didn't. Shut
Dude,
up.
she's one of the richest UK recording artists.
That must mean she's good.
I mean, dude,
if she's
she never
rich.
tours. She doesn't tour at all.
Yeah.
She doesn't tour at all.
Why do you know so much about Enya, you fucking queef?
She's so good, dude.
Point Derosa. Unfortunately, Point Derosa.
I just researched this yesterday on YouTube.
No,
Enya-
seriously,
Enya
why,
rules.
I'm
I
really
literally
curious.
I just researched this yesterday. I was curious about Enya. You always
Damn,
hear
I
so
just
much
wanna
about
watch
My
Unchained
Enya.
dad liked
Melody.
Enya. My dad got into new age music when
He
I was
knows.
younger, and he loved Enya, and he bought the single for that. Was that band Sadness Part 1? Boop, 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 boop. It was like that
I like that.
that
Keep going.
instrumental song. No, you remember that song? It was called Sadness Part. Can somebody
No, I don't know how
Google
to hear
it?
it.
The song Sadness Part 1. I forget. Enigma, I think, was the name of the band.
Ooh, that sounds
yeah,
more
yeah,
like
yeah,
alley.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my dad got an NXS for a while. I kind of
Enigma?
enjoyed that.
Yeah.
That's tight.
And it was kind of like when remember when Back to Life came out, Soul to Soul? Back to Life, back,
Back
to
to
reality.
reality.
There was like
Back
that
to
phase of
life.
music in the very early 90s where it was like instrumental, but it was sort of the song still got big.
Yeah, it was that
Yeah.
song, that album I was talking about that I was listening to. What was that gay album I found? Whatever. It was just early 90s.
Yeah.
Late, yeah. All those gay songs. I liked them.
Yeah.
Anyway, I thought somebody would remember what it was. I couldn't.
What's on your hat, man?
It's our cool logo.
Branding.
Sotech?
Yep.
What's that say?
So touch.
No, seriously, what's it say? Sod? I can't see what it says. What does it say?
What's that?
What is the word on your hat?
What's that, sir? You don't think I
Is
can
this
get
a-
out of this?
No,
I
is this
feel
a
like
gag?
I tanked the vibe by the Sinatra comment was just messing around.
No, I don't think
there's
I
tanking
think
the
it's the
vibe.
best.
I've been going around
don't
saying
care.
Prince sucks.
True.
Wait,
you did-
what
that
does
was
his
on
hat
private.
say?
So it's
We're never going to tell him. Don't tell him ever.
Sodatage.
God damn it.
Sodatage.
Sotage?
Sodatage.
Sodatage. It's our company.
Oh, okay.
It's our LLC. Sodatage.
Where'd you get that shirt from, dude?
I bought it off the internet. All right, cardigan, you fucking pussy. Clear glasses, cardigans, dude.
You better watch,
Chucks,
dude.
we could
cool
be-
socks. Shut up.
We
beat
don't
you
have
up
to
in your
attack each
apartment.
other.
You literally look like a fucking. You look like a third
Whoa,
grade
what
teacher.
were you just gonna say, dude?
Nothing.
Dude, what were you just gonna say?
That's for real. My third grade teacher's outfit. She was a woman.
Yeah.
She
fucking-
was a dumb woman.
Do you think
and
I
she
won't
wore
slap
that.
you on your own couch?
I'd love to beat the fuck out of you.
It's got to come
Nice,
to
there
Why
it
do you
blows.
do this?
It's got to
There
come
it
to
is,
blows.
dude.
It's so nasty.
It's got to come to blows.
Every time. And then he'll call me tomorrow.
Call
and
me
be
to ask you,
dude,
like,
when you said you were going to beat me up, that actually wasn't cool.
No, I would not say that. And you're
I know,
only
I
saying that
agree,
because
I agree.
Soder said I would say that. What about the Super
That's
Bowl?
not true.
Huh?
I've had how many of those phone calls with you?
No, I
Where I
never.
go, my bad, I went too hard.
Oh, well.
You were right, my bad.
I didn't say when you said you were going to beat me
No,
up.
of course not that. I was
The,
exaggerating.
you had a couple times where you got like a little too,
I get it.
but it was like coming from a place of hurt in you,
Yeah, probably.
which was interesting. It wasn't anger. It was like you would get hurt and then like keep pushing buttons.
Or is that
Like,
just the real superpower?
You know,
maybe
you'd be because you would tell me after. I don't think it's TMI. You'd tell me after. You'd be like, dude, I just thought like we were like boys, dude, and you like we talked on the phone yesterday, and you show up, you don't even say hi to me. You said that to me about Ari.
Wait a minute, that's exactly what you do. That's crazy.
No, you do it too.
No, I go, my bad. You were hurt. I didn't know you were actually hurt.
No, but you got mad at me at Ari's picnic because I didn't say hi to you when I walked in. You were mad at me about that. It was also the same time you got mad at
dude,
that's sauce.
That was Pearl. You just Pearl Harbored him, dude. Yeah. It's about to be atomic.
Here it comes.
Dude.
No, that's also the night you got in the fight with what's his name? Was you almost pushed him off the roof by accident?
Me and O'Connor got in a battle.
Yeah, you were in a space that.
Why's it gotta be like this?
No, I was. I'll give you the credit that I was fucking with you too much. You were like, we were sitting outside. It was like sunny. We were on that small thing, and I kept fucking with you. And you were like, dude, enough. And I was like, all right.
Because I was like, I just want to hang out and have fun today.
I know.
And yeah,
I know.
we're not like.
I said sorry 2 years ago when that happened.
I'm not mad
you're
about
a lady, dude.
I ain't mad about it.
God.
I'm not mad about it.
You're telling me between the two of us, when we talk shit, I'm not the one always calling to say sorry.
What do you mean always? I feel like we had this phone call 2 times. Once you called me and said, dude, I was being too much. And then there was another time I probably called you and said the same thing.
All right. Well, it's not a big deal.
You know? we had a very, but in all fairness to both of us, we had a weirdly contentious period.
Yeah.
Where like when we would meet up,
two alphas,
when we were ready to be like, in fact, when we both did, we might be drunk last, I remember you were like, you going to be like this today, dude?
I say it every time. I go, let's not do it.
It's two alphas, dude.
I'd rather not do it.
But you want me.
There's one. Then there's one. You hit me with one. I go, all right, he did it. Everybody saw it. That was the first one.
You asked me to do it today. No.
Well, today we're having fun.
Yeah.
Today we're goofing. But if you do cross the line, I'll put you down.
Yeah. I feel like you guys want a connection. It's like, who was that old writer that said like humans are like porcupines on a cold night and they just want to get close to each other, but their spikes just fucking.
R.L. Stein.
All I heard was Porky.
That's off fucking limits, dude.
I know, dude. Come on. I was trying to wind you up on the way over, dude. And I was like,
no, you couldn't.
I know, because he said he would pay for my Ubers. And I texted him and I go, I'm in the Uber. Have my fucking Uber money ready when I get there.
I said, screenshot the receipt.
Yeah. And I was like, come on, dude. And he's like, I know you want me to fight, but I'm not doing it.
I'm not going to fight you.
No fighting. Yeah, no fighting. No, we were having a nice discussion.
Yeah, no. I was just
fell apart.
Around.
Hold on. Tell me if I'm wrong on this.
Yeah.
Prince sucks.
No, that's
overrated. Prince is overrated.
No, that's an insane
It's
statement.
insane?
Yeah, he's pretty
the guy, like arguably the most talented musician that ever lived.
That's what I keep hearing, and then I watch a song and I go, "Who's this?"
If you watch one of his performances, I didn't know he shred. I just didn't think anything of him. I saw him shred,
but I don't totally care about.
And he can
shredding.
hit like he can sing,
dude.
like he can hit these notes that are like
he's a total package.
I haven't watched enough.
Total package.
I keep saying, "Could somebody help me?"
He also knows,
everybody keeps telling me I'm wrong. All I'm looking for is one person to go, "Yeah, you're right."
I'll tell you this, buddy.
No, he's
I'll
nice.
tell you this with Prince. So Prince, like. You know, first of all, First of all, any guy that can put out like a double album of greatest hits and you know every song, like that's an impressive record. But I'll say this with Prince. He's such an artist. Like he's a guy that gets way up his own ass and he'll put out full records of things where you're like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah. I couldn't,
you know what I mean?
couldn't, that's another thing. I couldn't name like
his songs.
4 songs.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm with you there. I don't know a lot of his songs, but I saw him perform one time and went, what the fuck? He was on TV. And I went, damn, this guy's nasty. He was
I'll
nasty.
tell you who's kind of, and I respect the hell out of her, I really do, but.
Celine Dion?
True.
No,
Celine?
she's sick, man. Don't make fun of Celine.
Yeah,
I feel bad for her.
She's sick?
Cramping up, yeah.
She's got like.
She's getting stiff.
It sounds horrible. Like it's a really rare thing.
It's like living statue disease or something.
It's horrible.
I swear to God, that's what it's called.
But is it affecting her organs?
No, just her whole. She's going to stop.
So her heart's going to go on.
I think. Shit. Damn, dude. I didn't even catch that.
Folks.
She has a disease where one day she's going to go and stop in one pose, and that's that.
Ugh.
Her body.
It's a disease called stiff person syndrome.
Yep. Yo, I think I had that this morning, dude.
Yeah, bump it. We're talking dicks. We're talking boners. Matt's talking boners.
I know. I love boner.
Speaking of boners, You were. Never mind.
Who's the
What? I was what?
I don't want to start. I was going to start the attack.
No, go ahead.
No, we're having a nice time.
Who's the female artist you stand by?
No, I was gonna say like I've always been a little underwhelmed with, and I respect her so much, but I've always been a little underwhelmed with Madonna live.
Dude, don't get me started on Madonna shit right now.
You don't like Madonna?
I don't like what she's trying to like do. Or we are doing
Now?
to her. She has to be hot now. She's 60, dude. Leave her alone.
Yeah.
She's 60. She's a rich 60-year-old who
It
just
was like when I saw the fucking Rolling Stones.
true.
Mick's still up there shucking and jiving,
bug
trying to
me.
be sexy. And it's kind of like, ew, dude.
That's my controversial one.
What?
You don't like
Stones?
the
I
Stones?
hate the Rolling Stones.
That's a fair one though.
Like I find them grating and annoying. I hate them, and the Beatles too. I find the Beatles like annoying.
No, the Beatles are good. I want
I
it
do
to be
have
an
two Beatles
anti-Beatle.
albums. I would never own a Stones album. I don't think.
Yeah, yeah.
There are two Beatles records I like. What, dude? Go
Beatles
ahead,
ever-
say it, dude. Say it.
No.
Wait, so you don't like Madonna that much?
No, this is you're
this is
doing it
worse.
without doing
This
it.
is worse.
Yeah, just do it.
No, I'm not going to say it. It'll be too mean. I would devastate you. What, you'd be so mad, dude.
What's it about?
You'd go full mad
Just
out
tell me
on
category. Tell me the category.
Nothing.
Sexual impropriety.
Yeah. So you like Madonna more than the Beatles and the Rolling Stones?
I wouldn't say. Actually, yeah, I would listen to a Madonna greatest hits before I'd listen to a Beatles or Rolling
What?
Stones.
That's a fucking crazy take.
That's nuts.
It's not me saying I think they're bad
Yeah, yeah,
bands.
yeah, I
I
hear
just
you.
don't like
Personal-
the music. Like
yeah.
I find the Rolling Stones to just be. I can't put my finger on it. I just find it irritating.
You think they're for dumbasses?
And also, I'm just, yeah. To
be fair.
yeah, for morons, yeah, for cucks. You know what I mean? And the Beatles. If I just hear one more fucking guy in his 50s be like, "Fucking John Lennon, man," it's like, shut the fuck up. Discover a new band. They didn't do it first. The fucking Beach Boys did it first. They did it more interestingly. The Beatles were great at what they did, but it's like saying, and I love Nirvana, but it's like saying Nirvana created the thing. They didn't create the thing. Sonic Youth and the Melvins, there were other bands doing it before Nirvana, but Nirvana did it in a formula that caught.
and then kill themselves. Which
And I think they would even admit to that.
yeah.
Like the Beatles, it's just like this, and it's weird. I love fucking Paul McCartney's solo stuff.
See, I'm the opposite. I'm a Lennon guy.
I think Lennon is garbage. And I do think he's way overrated.
Lennon?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
The whole band was fucking McCartney
I think
and
his solo stuff is so fucking boring.
Well, he made a wrong turn with the wife in the band.
Oh my
Anyone
god,
can do that.
his millionaire bullshit. I'm gonna lay in a bed with my $1 billion and fight world hunger. Whatever
I
the
do
fuck
that.
he did.
I do
Pro
that.
bono, dude. He was
I
pro
do that. I'm
bono.
not fighting anything. I do the exact same thing.
That's
I
like-
lay in bed for like 5 days at a time. Dude.
That's my favorite joke at Office Space. Where he goes, "What would you do if you had $1 million?" "I'd do nothing. I'd sit on my ass all day." He goes, "Well, damn. My cousin's broke. He don't do shit." You don't need $1 million
That's
to do
it.
that.
What a hit. What a smash hit
That
movie.
movie is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you see the documentary with the Beatles?
Which one?
The one that came out. It was like the big
No,
one.
the one
like
that just
40
came-
hours. Yeah.
No, that wasn't.
Yeah,
Everyone
McCartney-
swears by it.
Shines light on McCartney. McCartney was a bit of a. I mean, he was kind of the driving force of the band songwriting.
It's
but
so obvious when
he
you
was a
hear
jerk to
his
George
solo
Harrison.
shit. You're like, this guy like knows his way around music. Like,
Yeah.
he fucks with different genres. He's got stuff that's like almost. He's got stuff on McCartney too that almost sounds like Ween and shit like that. I'm like, this guy was like,
That's what I want.
it's
More Ween.
yeah, dude. You like Ween? You like Ween?
Kreischer took us when we did a show with him.
Kreischer took no,
No. He took. I was going to make fun of him, but all right.
Oh no, go ahead. I love
took us to
Kreischer, but
fucking-
he's fun to make fun of.
Took us to Wilco.
Wilco?
So they were the next night at the venue we did, and he was like, "This is my favorite band. We're gonna stay an extra day." I was like, "All right." I've never seen Wilco.
and you know it's
they
gonna
started
suck.
playing. I never saw them. They started playing, and I was just like, "No way, dude!" We had to sit through a whole Wilco concert.
yeah,
Dude,
You like Wilco?
I like some
Yep.
of their songs, but I couldn't sit.
he's
through a
got
whole
his leg
show.
ready to repel you.
No, it's like Dave. It would be
Really
like
get
going to
his
see
guard.
Dave Matthews Band. I'd be
I
like,
would have loved to have seen DMB.
I would have been like,
dude.
all right, hands marching. I'm good. Let's
Yeah.
get out of here. Like, but I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want to sit through the jam.
But also, I never heard one Wilco song.
That's the finger break.
So there was nothing.
That's fucking Bert's favorite band. It just doesn't fit his personality.
Yeah, you'd think it'd be like Van Halen.
Yeah, that's a perfect call, actually. Yeah. Or like Motley Crue.
But it was very funny because he was into it. So I'm just sitting there like,
oh God,
dude, you suck.
And you got to sip it.
But I couldn't.
You
I couldn't be
sit
mean.
there and
I
pretend.
couldn't be mean because he was genuinely happy.
Yeah.
He he also gifted you this wonderful experience.
Yeah.
You just had to be like, this is great.
Where do you see it?
Yeah.
Was it? Weren't they at Red Rocks?
It was at Red Rocks.
It probably was a decent con. I saw them open up for Neil Young. I
It was
didn't know
on
who they were.
mushrooms too, and it still was like this.
Really?
It was just a sea of fucking middle-aged white dudes.
See, that'll do it.
In fucking like
Patagonia.
Patagonia. Everyone just.
You're in Mumford.
Everyone trying to dance.
That'll hurt.
And then you would like on mushrooms, you'd turn around and look up. There'd be a wall of white dudes going.
That's like Mumford and Sons white. Yeah,
You
that's
might have got
Mumford and
fanned out.
Sons white.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mumford and Sons rules.
I can't stand them, but my
I like
point
their
is
politics,
you're in the
dude.
level.
I like their politics.
What are their politics?
I don't know. I
know.
think he got in trouble for something.
The one guy got kicked out of the band
Did he really?
because he kept it real.
Yeah, he kept it 100.
Kept it 100.
What are some of the other whitest bands? Wilco, Mumford and Sons.
Coldplay.
Yeah, Coldplay's got that
Coldplay.
universal appeal though.
Coldplay's a little bit different because it's like
You can get like
I mean,
gay
like
Argentinians.
Whitest bands.
I'll give you a great one.
Now you got like death metal.
Yeah.
No. But that's not what I mean. I mean like there's something like David Byrne's another one of these. Like there's David like there's white musicians
McDonald.
Michael
McDonald.
that wealthy white
that's
liberal people
Blue Eyed
love
Soul.
like think they're still hip for like.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And Wilco's definitely that.
Wilco.
Dave Matthews is definitely that.
Dave
like,
Matthews rules.
You know?
Dave Matthews is swag, dude.
Going to a Dave Matthews concert when you're in like 10th grade.
I never got to go.
Oh,
Bitch,
yeah,
I
I
never got to
fucking
go.
shit,
yeah, when there was
dude.
only 2 albums before it all sucked. Yeah, I would have thought that was
No,
cool.
I didn't care about the music. It was just the first time I ever got to like sneak a water bottle of vodka
Yeah,
into,
dude.
the,
I think
into
Smoke
Hershey
bowls.
Park.
he seems like the man.
Dave
honestly.
Matthews?
Yeah.
DMB?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a thing about hunger. That's the one thing. The only time I saw him talk is when he was saying, "Man, we're starving," and he had all these like African musicians with him, and he went, I guess I'm using that word wrong. I shouldn't use the word starving like that. And then
Oh,
he went,
really?
I take it all back. Then he wrote that song, Too Much.
I drink too much.
Smoke too much.
Because he went, man, I'm starving. I need to eat. There was like African bass players, and he went,
That's a great song.
yeah.
They
I
got-
always think I want to listen to Dave Matthews, and then I listen to it for
30
one
seconds
song,
later,
and I'm like,
dude.
fuck, this sucks. I'm always like, damn, I remember how much that was a fucking
Ants
good
Marching,
song.
dude.
I used to
OAR.
love that song.
Yeah.
OAR was one when
Yeah,
I was
that
young.
was-
Santa light.
In the
sky
like a diamond.
OAR that was like a spin off Dave Matthews
OAR
thing.
fucking Dashboard Confessional.
I didn't ever, that's where
I
I,
was gay.
dude.
Dashboard was the gayest.
Fuck that dude
That
with
is
his
the ultimate-
acoustic guitar
Yeah, dude.
playing like songs that are supposed to be electric but they're not.
Yeah.
That sucked. Wait, what was there's
But I
a
was a young man tapped into my wild emotions.
there's
True.
one
That was
Dave
a safe
Matthews
thing.
song I still love. It's the first song on the second album. What's the second album called?
don't know.
What about Crash?
Under the
The
table
second
and
album is called
fapping?
Crash.
Is it?
The second album is called Crash. The first song on it. You
You can do it. I'll get it.
I don't know.
It's called Too Much to Say, Too Much
Much-
to Say.
yeah.
Yeah. That song's awesome.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Guys, it's time to talk athletic greens. Joe, it's
agree.
time. Sometimes it's about the art. I gave Athletic AG1 a try because I wanted to supplement that actually tasted great, would be an easy addition to my already rigorous health lifestyle. If you hate taking pills, this once a day drink is perfect. How does AGI1 make me feel? I think it does make me feel good. I drink it. I go, I'm done for the
It makes
day.
me feel like I'm taking pills, actually.
Yeah, it makes
I
me
love
feel
it, dude.
fucked up. I take it and I go, mission accomplished. I'm healthy.
Oh, yeah.
Here's to getting shredded. AG1's 75 vitamins, minerals, and whole food sourced ingredients are helping me look like a Greek god. Did they write this literally making fun of me?
They might have.
I think they wrote this to make fun of me. Okay. Okay. What the fuck? Greek god, yeah. Dionysus. If you're looking for an easier way to take supplements,
Aphrodite.
I'm very buxom. Athletic Greens is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 travel packs with your first purchase. Go to athleticgreens.com/trench. That's athleticgreens.com/trench. Check it out, Joe Derosa.
Today's episode is brought to you by Hamilton Devices. Yes. Their vapes are next level. We've been loving the Starship with 3 heating elements inside. It will take your high out of this world. Another favorite of mine is the Gamer, a hands-free way to vape on the go. Guys, I don't even need to talk these vapes up. The vapes fucking vape for themselves, guys. With huge clouds, full favor, and thick oils, get ready for an incredible high. Hamilton Devices is hooking our listeners up. Go to hamiltondevices.com and use code DRENCHED15 for 15% off. Buyers must be 21 or older. That's hamiltondevices.com, code DRENCHED15 for 15% off.
Thank you, Matt. Now let's get back to the show. Joe, how do you feel about comedy?
We'll both do Rex MD at the same time.
All right. Yeah. Are you ready?
Yep. Picture it.
You met a honey.
Brought her home.
And now things just aren't happening.
Yeah. This is where Rex MD comes in. They make getting generic and branded Viagra or Cialis quick and easy and completely online. Talk about a time Rex MD would have helped.
It would have helped?
Yeah, talk about a time. When was the time? Can you share a very embarrassing sexual memory of yours?
I'd say 50% of the time I could have used Rex MD.
You drink too much and your penis doesn't work.
Yeah, that's...
Did you Google it?
Yeah, obesity has a little to do with it too.
No insurance, no copays, and it's delivered discreetly to your door.
Not just ED medication, Rex MD's other medications help sexual health, hair growth, pain relief, and sleep aid.
God damn.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
Act now to take advantage of their best deal yet by heading to rexmd.com/drenched.
Our exclusive deal will save you up to 90% off. So you're only going to pay $2 per dosage.
Ooh.
What else, Matt?
Starter packs of generic Viagra or Cialis are now available for our listeners to get started.
That's rexmd.com/drench for up to 90% off.
Give the gift of pleasure this year with Rex MD.
Thank you.
Fantastic, dude.
Shut up.
Please come to my show at the Stand March 1, Wednesday this coming week. Thank you. Goodbye. This is Sean Gardini.
Still rules. You can get pussy at a Dave Matthews Band concert still.
Dude, hairy, unkept pussy.
Yeah, now it is. It was the best of the best.
Back in the day, it was the finest. The finest.
It was like
the weed smoking sluts.
The pussy
the
grew
bad
fucking-
girls.
It was when hippies were hot. It was like when there was a version of hippie that was hot.
Yeah.
Dude, I
Yeah.
still have it in me. I hate hippies. I'm watching that fucking. It's in there.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know where it came from. It's instilled. I'm watching the Vietnam Ken Burns thing.
You can't stand
Anytime they show the hippies, I'm like, these fucking dickheads. By the way, they're completely right. They're like, this war is wrong. They're totally right. I'm
Yeah.
sitting there like, shut up. There's
Because-
guys over there dying.
But they
It's just-
stunk. They had their own problems, though. Then they went
Yeah,
and did
they're
these
gay as shit.
communes and like molested each other.
Yeah.
And,
But it's the same reason why you hate most you hate most hipsters. It's like it's the same thing. It's
Yeah.
like the right concept and it's executed in entirely the wrong way, and it's annoying and bratty, and it's kids whose parents are paying for them to have the privilege to go sit. It's the epitome of white privilege, and yet it's the main mouthpiece against white privilege.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just so insane and hypocritical. It's hard to stomach. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
there you
too
go.
much.
Too much.
Dave rules, dude. We love you, Dave.
All right, I changed my mind. I'm sorry I said it all sucked after the second
Come
hour.
on, dude.
I
He's
like-
got some hits.
I
He's got
still-
more hits than Prince, dude. He's got significantly
DMB
more
over
hits.
I also still like.
check the billboards. I don't know enough of Prince's music. I really don't. I
I
just
gotta
saw him
listen to
shred.
it. But again, it only takes one song. I thought Elvis sucked dick. Then I watched
Yeah.
Unchained, Fat Elvis, Unchained
Hound
Melody.
Dog's nice. I know
Hound
that
Dog's
song
fucking
rules.
nice.
the
guys
first
know.
Elvis album is awesome. The very
Really?
first one,
I don't know
the
it.
self-titled. That
don't
album
know
is
it.
awesome.
What about Lil Red Corvette, Raspberry Beret?
exactly?
Come on, dude. This
What's
guy
all that,
got-
Prince?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude. Prince is nice.
Sing Raspberry Beret.
Raspberry Beret.
Banana.
She's
The kind you find at a secondhand store.
It's a
What's that show?
Sounds like shit.
The song is awesome.
Truly, that sounds like.
Check top 100 hits. We'll check top 100's DMB versus Prince. We'll settle it all.
Top 100 is going to be tough for DMB, I think.
Really? Fucking ants marching?
Oh, dude, Dave Matthews is a
Crash?
Prince. What are you nuts?
We'll see, I guess.
After the third
Who's,
album, he
no,
has
I like the one Prince song from Batman.
What song was that?
The
Bat Dance.
that shit ruled, whatever that was. When Jack Nicholson
Bat
comes
Dance.
in.
That's Bat Dance.
Awesome.
That fucking rules.
I'll give him that.
Yeah, I
There's some guys that have some hits in movies. Fucking Vanilla Ice and Ninja Turtles.
Dude, go Ninjas
What a
go.
fucking jam, dude. I remember being a kid just...
Yeah, dude. How bad did you want to do the fucking
I
Michelangelo
wanted to
spin
dance
on your
like that.
shell?
I remember I was
How
so
many brush
mad.
pens I got trying that in the basement?
I was so mad at Ninja Turtles 2
Yeah.
for two reasons. I loved the
Was that
first.
the one that came out recently?
No. Like the one that had
Oh.
the ninja rap or whatever.
Wait, how old were you when this came out?
12?
And you were still a little, you were critical, you were a critic back then? You're a punk,
No,
dude.
because I loved the first one,
For sure.
and I loved Turtle Power, the rap song.
Yeah.
And then the
was
second one
inspiring.
came out, and the second one looked so shitty. Even in the trailers as a kid, I was like, this looks terrible. And then the rap song was Vanilla
Go
Ice.
Ninja Go?
It was
Go
like
Ninja,
downslide
go Ninja,
Vanilla
go.
Ice.
Go Ninja, go Ninja.
I was
That
so
was
mad.
his comeback.
That was a fucking great
That
song.
was his fucking
You can't
comeback.
take that away.
He went out on a fucking grand slam home run. Everyone's
Yeah.
like, all right, Vanilla. All right, Ice, you did it, dude.
Yeah, you did it.
No, he was.
That was a
Rap
walk
game will
off, dude.
never
I'm
be the
older than you
same.
guys. He was
Go
out.
Ninja, go Ninja,
No,
go.
he was on the outs at that point.
Dude, okay, you just imagine you just had 5 slices of pizza and like a 2-liter of Pepsi.
He was
Yeah.
at you know where he was at that point? He was at MC Hammer Too Legit to Quit. Like where
Awesome
it was
song.
like it's about to go. It's not happening.
See, I missed
anymore.
I missed Hammer. What's it called? What's the math?
All right, DMB has 7 #1 albums, and Prince has 8.
Whoa, it's pretty much
Way closer.
DMB's the White Prince.
DMB is White
He
Prince.
settled it, dude. He's a sex symbol.
Now, fucking John Mayer's White Prince.
Yeah.
Everyone's like,
yeah.
he's actually really good at guitar.
He is,
You
too.
don't understand. I'm more of a music guy. He shreds.
You love his
does shred.
comedy, right?
I've never seen it.
You love his stand up.
I like that he's involved in the community.
You do? You like the,
I love when guys like that get involved in the community.
That's nice. He
Is
takes
John
care
Mayer
of
involved in the
in the
community?
industry.
He does. I don't know
Oh,
if
the
he still
comedy
does it,
community.
does he? No, he
Oh,
does
no.
because he was doing stuff with Chappelle, wasn't he?
Well, that was a while ago.
I think a long time ago.
I remember his comedy being like weirdly good for a guy.
Yeah,
like,
that shouldn't.
yeah,
shreds.
Yeah,
Why,
yeah,
big
he
dick
does
guitars?
shred. He really is an amazing guitar.
That's
player.
what everyone
He
says.
plays in the Grateful Dead. He was like
I know. I've heard he's
It's
great.
like wild.
I've heard Prince is
He's
the
good.
best.
I wanted to hate him. I heard he was like a big dick
The
hunk,
Dead's
and I
a
was like,
band
fuck
I
this
can't-
guy.
Ugh.
What, Grateful Dead?
I've tried so many times the Grateful Dead. I just can't get into it.
That's fair.
Yeah,
It's kind of a
Fish.
square.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hate.
What'd you say?
It's cool. You're kind of a square.
True. You
Now-
are a bit of a square.
Fish does stink. Fish stinks. Grateful Dead, they have their song. They have their hits, dude. You got to give them their hits and get away from all the crap.
I don't even know what the hits. I know Truckin'.
Truckin',
and I
obviously.
know. Oh, I like that song.
Casey Jones, isn't that the
Johnny
Grateful
Cat
Dead?
Sunflower, Casey Jones.
Casey Jones
What was
is
the
good.
one in the '80s that came out?
Touch of Grey.
Touch of Grey. Yeah, I like Touch
Classic
of Grey.
hit. Yeah.
That's never a good sign. What's that one song in that entire decade?
That was, to be fair, that was their decline. And they came out with a mega hit. And it was like, everyone's
Nice.
like, all right, you guys are
Exactly.
good.
Like Vanilla Ice.
Exactly, dude.
Like Too
Turtles
Legit
Go.
to Quit was so nice.
That song sucked.
legit.
That album sucked.
Too legit
It's a
to
hit,
quit.
dude.
What?
That album
Too
sucked.
legit.
Did you buy the MC Hammer second album? Like,
I got it for Christmas for my cousin. And I was like, well, it's better than like,
for Christmas from my cousin.
yeah. That's how I
You're
talk.
funny. You're a funny guy.
You got a problem
You're
how I
funny. You're a
talk?
funny guy.
you got it from
I
or
like the
for
way
your
you
cousin?
talk. It makes me laugh.
I like the way you talk.
This is a very musical
This is a
episode.
musical podcast. So you got it for as a gift, or you were gifted?
No, he
to
gave it
listen
to me, and I was like, "This is better than like some shitty sweater I would never wear."
For sure.
And I listened to it once, and
You
I
let
was
down.
like, "This sucks, man. Like it just sucks."
Really?
Bad album.
Literally any album I got, I was like, this is the best album of all time.
Yeah.
Every single CD I ever got.
I was already
I had
heavy
Aqua.
into.
When I was a kid, I had Aqua. I was like, every
Aqua?
song's a hit. Barbie
I'm a
Girl.
Barbie girl
Oh
in the Barbie
What
world.
do you want me to do, dude?
They
I
were
had
ahead
two-
of their time.
I had
They were
two
ahead of
older
their time.
sisters. I had no shot at music.
Man, that's a bummer, dude.
Yeah, it sucked.
They were ahead of their time, to be fair. If Aqua came out
Aqua
now,
was
everyone would be
so
like, holy
sick.
shit. They'd
I
be
had Aqua,
billionaires in Korea right now.
Chubbawamba.
Chubbawamba, that stands
Oh,
up.
God.
Chubbawamba
What
stands up.
another smash hit album. Two one-hit wonders, and I was listening to the full album. I was like, yeah, my favorite song is not Barbie Girl. It's the fuck.
They
There was
were
another-
huge,
There
like,
was
in,
another
like,
one on there that was so
What was the
nice.
other
or
one?
something.
I forget. There was one on there that I loved.
I stand by the Venga Boys. Venga
Venga
Bus
Boys,
is coming. Is
yeah.
a good song.
What was their song?
Bam,
again?
bam,
Venga Bus is coming, and everybody's
Oh, I like
jumping.
that song.
Song
Yeah,
rules.
of course.
Remember
Barbie
that?
Girl still holds up.
Dude, for sure.
You're crazy if you
What
don't
was
like
their
Barbie
other
Girl.
one? There was Barbie Girl, and they did have that other
There
hit.
was one other one that I was like, this
Did you
is
like
good.
Cotton Eye Joe?
Obviously, dude, I was in like the 4th grade. You tell me again, Matt's exactly right. A couple pizzas, some fucking 2 liters are flowing. You're at a basketball court, you're sprinting. You've never been this high on sugar.
You're running in swishy pants as fast as you
sliding on the floor.
Kind of hard. What was Aqua's other hit? Dr. Jones. What?
I'm a lot of them.
I don't remember that song.
Thanks, Sean. I
I
think Lollipop was the one I was like,
that used to
dude,
turn me on, dude.
I bet there's parts of the world where Aqua is still very popular.
Yeah, like Eastern Europe, probably.
4 million monthly listeners.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude.
Where are they from?
4 million. They're Norwegian.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're probably.
They're fucking foreign freaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
5th grade. You're just starting to get into babes.
Dude, it's just...
I am the candy man.
Yo, this was the song. This song fucking... This song fucking rules,
Come
dude.
on, dude.
Dude, you gotta give it up.
You know it.
Yeah.
Da-da-da?
You
yeah,
know
I
it.
remember this one.
And you know it.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
That's a fucking...
Da-da-da. I knew they had that other song I
Bopperini.
fucked with heavily. Yeah.
That
Candyman.
crushes Sinatra's fucking gay wop
Oh,
ass.
insane.
I've done it all. I am...
Dude, you said gay and WAP. 2 derogatory terms.
Well, they're interchangeable. But
Yeah.
All right.
Now you're getting dunked on, dude. Welcome to the podcast.
Right. I just thought you would have learned your lesson by now, using words like that.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this.
Fuck you,
I don't want to do this.
Fuck you.
I don't want to do
Don't
it.
bump mics over me then if you
All
don't
right,
want
we
to do
won't
this.
bump you again. I promise.
All right.
I promise we won't bump you.
It's enough.
all right, let's
It's
get
enough
serious.
now.
Guys, let's get serious for 1 second. Shut up about music. People listen to this podcast
Chill.
to hear fun stories.
Do you have any food, dude? So
Against
hungry.
all odds, no. You're never going to believe this. No, you saw me trying to microwave some pesto chicken for breakfast.
That was rough, dude.
That was a rough one.
Yeah.
Then dude, microwave broke. I've never seen that in my life.
Microwave broke?
Put it in for 2 minutes. It came out
Who broke
ice cold.
it? Who broke it?
Was there a tiny little
Stupid
mushroom
bitch
cloud in the
girlfriend
middle of it?
Somehow, yeah. She somehow broke the microwave.
Dude, man. She's doing the opposite of what a girlfriend's supposed to do. She's supposed to be making things with that microwave.
Yeah.
She's breaking that microwave.
Break it
Defiance.
for good. I hate microwaves.
So what happens after you
I
let,
do hate
you let
microwaves.
women vote, and now they're fucking breaking the
Don't
microwave.
Next
get
thing
me
you
started.
know,
Don't get me started.
don't get us started on
Protest.
women's suffrage.
It's not too late to turn it back.
We can turn it
We
back.
ran the experiment.
I am the candy man. That's so
I kind
good.
of was into that.
Of course you're into it.
It was intense.
It was.
Yeah.
Again, imagine you just got a 6-pack of Surge. Your parents go, you
I
guys
was
can
too
each
old
have
for
one.
Surge.
You and your friends steal 5 Surges.
Oh.
I was too
Chug
old for Surge
Surges.
when it came out.
Dude, do you, I mean, to be fair, do you think that January 6th would have happened if we never let women vote?
I think
No.
I blame Surge for January 6th.
I was a lot of Surge brains.
Yeah.
A lot of boys got touched
What?
by Surge
For sure.
early.
I wasn't allowed when I was little. Well, you probably remember this because I think it was more of an East Coast thing, but Jolt was the big thing.
Yeah, that was forbidden fruit.
And they wouldn't like my mom refused. Like I was forbidden to have it.
Exactly
so
right.
we would walk to the pizza place and we would go get that by ourselves.
Yeah, it was wild. They bragged twice the sugar, twice the caffeine.
Yeah.
They bragged about it.
Yeah.
Like
And it ruled.
Give it to a fucking 12-year-old.
when I finally did have it, it tasted like shit.
Dude, we would chug
was
those.
so gross.
We used to chug
Chug
those
them.
and go into the woods and like smoke cigarettes, and it was just the best.
we would
Yeah.
roll up pieces of paper and smoke them.
Yeah, dude. We used to smoke sugar
Did you
packets.
guys grow up
Yeah.
together?
No.
Nah, but similarly.
Similar lifestyles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Smoking shit in the woods, just whatever
Smoking
you could
cool
find.
shit in the woods.
smoking each other's fucking pipe.
Yo, dude, what the hell?
woods.
We didn't do that kind of shit in the woods. We looked at porn and shit, dude.
Yeah, we
looked at
together.
porn.
Yeah, all getting boners together.
We
Yes.
looked at porn together,
Yeah.
dude. Fucking
Yeah.
looked at condoms on the ground. It was tight.
You didn't show your dick to your friends?
Probably.
I did
don't remember.
nonstop.
Probably.
Nonstop going.
I always did it as I did it. I was big on the dick gag in college as a joke.
It's very funny.
And like I'm like, man, I can't do that anymore.
Nah.
Those boys gotta still be able to show dick.
What?
I could do it to
College?
I would do it to you. I wouldn't do it to like, there was
Try
a
it
time
out.
where I probably would have
Bring it
thought
back.
like if I met another male comic on the road, it'd be fine to do like the dick
Yeah,
gag. And I'm like,
yeah.
I wouldn't do that now.
No.
Yeah, no.
Like
Can't. You're not allowed.
what's that?
Not allowed to do that anymore.
Ari did it to me 2 days ago.
It's funny.
I knocked on his hotel door. I opened it. He was fucking ass naked.
It's always
and
funny.
then he tried to show me his hemorrhoided asshole. And I was like, I'm not looking.
Yeah, dude. He sent me some really bad ass pictures. They're really gross.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, I never did the dick joke. But I always worry that people are going to look at my tiny flaccid penis and laugh at me.
No, you got to have a semi and be like, this is what it
joke.
normally looks like. You know?
I don't have to turn around and like, then I'm out of the joke. They're just laughing at me, not with me. And I'm kind of like, fuck you guys. Dude.
Yeah. It's a risky run.
Showing your tiniest flaccid penis to your boys is the ultimate joke.
I can't do it. I'm not strong enough.
Dude,
if you saw my penis right now, you guys would.
Dude, that guy everyone's laughing at that guy from the Eagles thing.
It's so little and small right now.
Mine gets real little when it's not hard.
Yeah, mine too.
Perfectly normal.
Finally, some common ground, dude.
Now we all
My
agree.
penis gets intensely small when it's not hard.
It's weird.
It's crazy.
It kind of fucking pisses me off. I'll just be hanging out and be like, no way.
Yeah, dude. I'm jealous of dudes that have like a nice
Guard
flaccid.
dogs sets off. He
Guard
set
dog
off
is a
the
huge
off
dick.
the fucking alarm again at the airport. His dick's so big they think there's something in there.
Who?
The TSA. The TSA.
Who's
Penis
dick?
SA, dude.
Who's dick?
Adidas.
Guard dog is a
Gardini's
huge.
penis is so big.
Really?
Huge.
Are you
I get-
serious?
I get
It's
patted
a
down.
national security
I
threat.
get patted down if I wear like a hoodie. You know how they'll be like, there's just something. There's a lot of cloth right there.
Right.
They do it to his penis.
No, they don't.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's always like a black guy that's like, I don't
Can I
want to
see
do
your
this.
dick?
No, not when the camera's off. I'll show it to you.
Would you really? I've never seen it. I'd like to see your
No.
penis.
Oh, okay.
So
Lemaire,
we're the-
demand to see his penis.
Tell him he's fired. Tell him we're not going to promote his new podcast.
You want to get ahead
We're
of
not
this
going to promote
business,
your new
don't you?
podcast if you don't show us your penis.
You got to show a bunch of old men your penis.
Dude, we might be the Weinstein brothers. That'd be sick, dude. What?
I'm just laughing at what you said.
Just trying to get young boys
I'm
naked.
laughing at what you said, dude.
Look at those three. Can you imagine them?
Yeah, dude. It's a lot of diversity at that table, dude.
Yeah, yeah. Some
know.
type of weird Mexican,
Yeah.
Italian, Indian,
All colors of cock at that
black
table.
as hell. Oh yeah.
Fuck, I want to drink right now, dude.
We're gonna get a little drink afterwards.
I want to fucking get after it now, man.
We can't get after it
can get
now.
cold ones.
But we could have a little bit of drink and then watch. I want to watch Unchained Melody by Elvis.
Ooh.
I really want to see Fat Elvis.
All right, but let's watch it at the bar, though.
I could hit touch tunes. We could listen to it.
We can watch it on our phone at the bar. Why can't we watch
Ooh, I
it?
like that. That'd be fun.
Yeah. What's your bar around here?
There's one right.
Or do you not
on the
want to say
corner.
'cause it gives
No, I
away
don't-
your
I don't give a
location?
fuck. Blackbirds. There's a place called Blackbirds right on the
Black.
corner.
I don't like it. Is there a wiper?
You're gonna like it. There's Beatles shit in there.
Yeah. Is it?
Blackbird
Is it named
singing
after?
the
Yeah. Is it
dead
named
of
after the
night.
Beatles?
I don't
song?
think, but
They probably ran with it, yeah.
they tossed one in.
Blackbirds. What kind of bar is it? I like the name.
I don't know. know how to
Blackbirds. Where
describe
it's
it.
just all black dudes' dicks.
That would be a cool bar. Though, for real.
What a
Be an intense
stupid
bar.
joke.
No.
Nah, we all thought it.
No, we
though.
like it. We like it. That's what we do. Here.
There's something so funny. It was when I saw it on It's Always Sunny, but like calling a dude's dick a bird, his
It's the
bird
best.
is
Yeah.
so funny. Like, I don't know why, it just is.
That's what we grew
Is
up
that a
calling
Philly
it.
thing? Yeah.
Outside of Philly, it was bird. I had a cousin who would hump the ground like when we were little, and his dad would come in and be like, "Dr. Ennis is going to put a needle in your bird if you keep doing that." And he'd be
Yeah,
like dead serious, dude. Dr. Ennis is going to put a needle in your bird.
yeah, he pulled his birdie out. You know,
Where are we at? Let's switch over to the Patreon so then we can go to the bar. Oh, we're at 54. Let's keep it rolling for a couple minutes, then we'll switch
Oh,
over.
You guys, actually, I have a very hot topic. Did you hear about the case of the lawyer who might have murdered his family? And they're trying to prove he did, and it's like nobody really knows if he did it or not. But he's getting in trouble. Like, so he did steal money from his law firm. He was addicted to oxycodone. And then he lied about something else. But the whole trial, he's like, I did do all these things. But
I'm sorry. Lemaire already farted. Lemaire's already disrupting the pod. Day one, you're over there shitting your fucking trousers.
So stinky, dude.
So
it's a fun case to follow. Because he might, it's like,
I was wrong. I was thinking, who's that Musberg guy or whatever?
is that
I
him?
think it's him. Is he?
Wait,
Does he have two sons?
No, it was his wife and a son. His
Are they
name?
killed?
Yes.
But I think he has another.
He does
son.
have two sons.
Yes, I
One-
saw
I have a
it.
question.
Yeah.
Do you only shoot with that one camera?
yes.
Oh yeah,
God, I love how like bare bones it is. Seriously.
yeah. Everybody else
Yeah.
just sinks all their bullshit into production. You don't have to do it.
Yeah. I'm gonna start a podcast.
What is it?
Fuck.
I don't want to say. I've
Well,
been
no,
teasing it for
I'd
a
like
long
to hear
time.
it, please.
No.
Well, we're gonna go back to this guy killing people because
No,
that's
we
fine.
don't. I wanna hear the
I do want to
podcast
hear your
name.
No, I
pod.
got
This is
distracted
also.
because I was
Fuck
like,
this guy and
oh,
his
it's like
family,
a
dude. I wanna
lot
hear the
more affordable
podcast.
than I thought it would be.
What's your pod?
I don't want to say yet because I want to wait till I launch it.
What's the name of it?
I have
concept?
two different names. I was going to call it. I was going to my first podcast ever was called Down with Joe Derosa, and I was going to call it that again. But I might just. I have a different name that I might change it to. But the other name
What's the other
pigeonholes me a little more.
What's the other name?
I don't want to say.
Come on, brother.
Yeah,
All right, fine.
I'll tell you off camera.
All right, fine.
Sure.
So this
Yeah,
guy,
dude.
you've been watching. I saw a clip of him like crying and being like, "I would never."
That's his whole thing. He's like, dude,
Yeah.
I am addicted to oxycodone. I
Yeah.
did steal money. I feel bad about that. And they were asking why he does oxycodone. He goes, because it makes things fun and more interesting. Dude, so far he's being honest about everything.
telling the truth.
He's like, I didn't kill my family though. And he's a lawyer, so he's hitting them all with lawyer speak. He's
Nice.
like, I know without a shadow of a doubt that I did not kill my family. They're like, were you there that day? He's like, absolutely not. And like, here's cell phone footage of you there. And he's like, I mean, yeah, obviously it's my house. I stopped by for a little bit, but then I took off. And
Yeah.
it looks like they're going to get him.
That makes sense though. If somebody was like, "Were you in your house that day?" I'd be like, "No." But it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I was there for like a minute.
Yeah.
If you're out all day, you're not like I was at home.
He went and visited his mom.
If I
You
leave
think
the
you'd
house
ever
for
murder somebody?
no,
If you if you had to though, it would have.
What if you had to?
If you could picture, let me rephrase that. Not if you had to. What's the scenario where you think most likely you could murder somebody?
I mean, like the least amount of thing to like murder. Like, what's the minimum threshold?
okay, so in my head, I'm like, okay, I don't think I'd ever murder somebody, but I'm like, if I was in traffic and for some reason I had access to a gun,
Yeah.
that's the thing where
That's
I'm
probably
like,
the
oh,
closest.
it could potentially pop
It
off.
could escalate. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like somebody being an asshole, like, like that's the, so what's
I
your,
could spaz. I spaz in a fight, in a fist fight.
And just
I could spaz. I could cry and spaz
and beat a dude like to death?
accidentally. Yeah, keep going.
yeah, that makes sense.
That's the clip. But
you ever-
I would never do that.
What about
but
an intruder
No,
at nighttime? In
I
your
would
house?
never carry a gun in the car or shoot somebody. but-
intruder at nighttime?
Yeah, would you kill a guy in your house at nighttime? If he was in there?
I'd be such a fucking pussy if somebody broke into my house.
Like, dude, get out!
I'd come out and be like, I scream at him, run out, be like, "What are you doing in here?"
So he jumps into the bed on
If he
you.
hops in bed,
Hops in bed. What's going down?
depends what we're talking. Is he hopping in just in the middle, just snuggle?
He's reaching.
If
He's
he opens
reaching.
the door and says, "Guys, I feel sick. Can I sleep in your room?"
This is why I could never. This is why.
He's so sick.
This is why I could never own a gun, dude. Because if I owned a gun, I would be full on in. I wish a motherfucker would mode. Like I'd be like, I
Yeah, that's the whole
can't wait
point.
for somebody to break in this fucking house.
That's the whole
man.
point. He's fucking wasted.
I'm so close to buying a cool gun.
Really?
I'm very close.
I
I
want
look it
one
up.
bad.
I look it up
I
constantly.
want one bad.
It's called an MPX.
Can you guys have anything here in New York? Do they let you have?
I think you can.
A
I think
rifle?
it takes a lot. You could have, yeah. You can get a handgun here.
Oh, that's cool.
I think.
Sometimes I think
the-
about just getting a BB gun, like just like in case somebody does break into my
You can
house. I
pepper
could
them up. Yeah.
pepper them up, and then they run away or something.
No, you gotta.
Dude, you shoot a guy in the
Dude,
face
look
with a
at
BB gun. That dude's not coming at you anymore.
He loses his eye.
I think he's gonna be pissed off, dude.
Well, how many
It'll
pumps?
be
How many
like-
pumps would you give him?
Like,
though?
ow!
Yeah.
Would you 10 pump each shot?
If somebody's breaking into your house and is not afraid of confrontation physically, they're taking a BB gun to the face.
Yeah.
If somebody breaks in your house and you're like, "Hey, get out of here," and they're typically gonna run, right?
You might as well do a paintball.
But if they're
gun
like,
at that
"I'm
point.
staying," it's you or me. I'm taking your whatever.
Your ass.
I might make
It's time for me to
I might
fuck
make
your
a spike
girlfriend
bat.
and take your Xbox.
I might make a spike bat.
No.
Hand me
Spike
the
bat?
BB
I
gun.
might build a spike bat and keep it under my bed just in case.
Ooh.
Yeah. Hopefully, mankind doesn't break in. Hopefully, it's, a hardcore
problem
match.
is, that's
They're
what I
gonna
always
put
say.
you through a fucking table.
Hopefully his tag team partners out there get you.
That's what they always say though about the about like knives and bats and shit like that. Like if the guy gets it away from you, you're in trouble. Like a
Yeah.
gun, the guy's not going to get
But
it
then
away.
you have another knife in your boot.
True.
While
You
you're sleeping.
go. I don't want any problems.
You wait till you're an inch from death and you go "Huh," right in his neck.
Yeah.
And the camera pans away and reveals that you got him.
It's pretty funny.
What's that? I was pretending to fling cum
I know.
on you. Oh, okay.
Cum?
Yeah.
What the
That's
fuck?
That's a good weapon.
Yeah, I was just for some
You
reason
come
I was
out of the back
pretending
room. You come out of your bedroom and just throw jizz at a guy.
You keep cum hands at the ready while you're sleeping.
Yeah.
Remember in Silence of the
I have a
Lambs when the
gay,
guy
yeah.
throws cum in her face?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I watched it on the plane the other day. I forgot about that part. And I
So
was like,
People
Wild.
watch everything. I see people watching shit on planes, like full out sex scenes. I'm always like, Jesus Christ.
I know, it's very
man.
weird.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
Pig DeStefano just texted me. Dude, he just texted me a picture of a shopping center called the Barnyard. That's so
That's
funny
awesome.
that I said Pig DeStefano just texted me, and that's what he sent me.
He's shopping at the barnyard.
Yeah, he said he's out in Reno.
I haven't seen him in a while.
Ooh.
I like him. I like when I see
love
him.
Chris.
He's awesome.
I love Chris. He's one of my favorite people.
He's a good guy to be around.
Yeah, he's a good
Man.
dude. He's a good dude.
Let's switch over.
Yeah, why don't we switch
Go
to
to
the
the page.
Patreon?
Switch to the Patreon. Guys, check out, and by the way, your podcast with Sal, I love it.
Yeah, it's great.
Thank you.
I tell you all the time, but those clips of
Taste
you guys
Buds.
arguing, Taste Buds is so
Thank you.
fucking funny.
Thank you, buddy. Can I plug my dates?
Yeah, of course.
I have dates coming up. I'm doing a big run in Louisiana, Baton Rouge, Lafayette, and New Orleans. I don't remember the name of every venue off the top of my head, but I know Howlin' Wolf is the one in New Orleans. And then I go
Howlin'
right
Wolf.
from there to South by Southwest to do my new hour there. I'm doing that on the following Tuesday. And then I got my Crane Theater residency here in New York with my hour. The next one's on March 22nd. And then I'm going out to Chicago and that area for a big run late March into April. So go to joederosainfo.com, get all your tickets and your show info. Please come out. And if you're in New York, I have a bar and sandwich shop called Joey Rose's.
So good.
7 days a week, joeyrosesnyc.com.
And look, I know it's a fun bit of, especially if you're like a Legion of Skanks fan, to be like, fuck Joe. Go see him do
No,
stand-up.
the
Go see him
Skanks
do
are so
stand-up.
supportive. Honestly, the
Yeah,
Skank
no,
fans
I
are
know,
so
I know,
supportive.
but
yeah.
I'm saying go see Joe do stand-up and you're
Thanks,
going
man.
to go to your room and tear down the Marilyn Manson poster. And you go, everything I knew was a lie. You fucking...
I'm putting fingers back on my gloves.
what the hell? Yeah. Matt, you got any cool dates?
Yeah. Stress Factory, I think Hartford, Connecticut, and then Stress Factory, New Brunswick in March. Then there's I think there's like Boston. There's a bunch. Austin. Just go to mattmccusker.com/dates. DATES.
And I've got
Please, for the love of God.
a whole bunch of... we're going to release the next quarter of shows coming up. So, I don't know. I don't even know when they are yet.
Yeah. How long have you been doing stunts for?
Exactly. That's the problem. So now I'm all broken down and sore. So I did Daredevil stunts on the road for 30, 40 years. And that was for state fairs, festivals.
How'd you get into that?
You know, I was a kid. I had a childhood hobby of magic. My mother told me about the movie Houdini with Tony Curtis. And I watched this thing, and I watched him get locked in the water tank, and his appendix burst, and he dies. And but something it affected me differently than it did the other people watching, and it grabbed me.
You watched the Houdini, so you saw him die in the tank, and you're like,
I did.
I'm
I'm
gonna
like,
carry
oh
the
my
torch.
gosh, I want to do what this guy's doing. That is so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to die, let's die in a water tank in front of an audience. You know, we're all going to die.
True.
But didn't plan to die and didn't die. But I was lucky. I had a locksmith that lived next door. He taught me how to pick locks, and I really became a big Houdini fan.
And your stage name was Houdini, right?
As a child, I went all the way in those days, actually all the way to college. Houdini names, you know, with somebody Eni. Everybody put an Eni, so I went with Houdini. Can you hold? My beautiful assistant is here. Would you hold the microphone? I'll show you one of the first tricks I learned. This is a quick one.
Did you ever use male? It's always women. I never like sexy boys for the assistant.
I think you got to hold it closer. Somebody told me that.
Yeah, get up there,
that was
bro.
you that told me that. All right, here we go. Little dollar bill trick.
Here we go.
So a lot of kids start with this stuff, which I did at the library. Picture of Barbara Bush. I don't know if you can see that. Or
Kind of looks like Barbara up there.
I always thought as a kid. Anyway, no, we fold the dollar up. In this trick, what we want to do is make it come out backwards or different or upside down. But in this case, it actually changes.
Yeah.
About $99 different. As you can see, you get a $100 bill. So money didn't really become the motivation to do it, but it kept me doing it.
You got
kept me
the
as a career.
Philosopher's Stone. You could do alchemy. Transfer the lead into gold.
We could do that. It's true. I will say I picked up many dates as a child,
Sean.
pretending to be a real wizard and that I could do real magic and read her mind, and you wouldn't believe it. Magic is a great way to meet girls. Don't let me.
I wanted to ask you about that. That seems.
Absolutely.
I watched the reel of you. That was the Oklahoma. What was that? The hockey team, right?
Oh, you saw one of my sports events during Illusions. Yes.
My question is, so when you're a magician, because you're a magician, actor, stuntman, you do it all. You're a general entertainer, a real entertainer. Everyone thinks they're an entertainer now, but you are the real deal. 40 years of locking in getting locked underwater, acting.
You know, it was a funny thing when I was growing up. I was the only entertainer that I knew, and I mean, I met people who helped me in the business, but you know, I did my shows, and now I look at social media, and everybody's an entertainer. I'm like, I'm the only one on there not entertaining anymore. It seems
your
like,
blood, sweat, and tears.
In the world has changed. Everybody's entertaining.
Well, here's the question. So with the magic, you're saying is a good way to meet girls. When's the first time you converted magic skills into just some? I don't know how graphic you want to get.
So often. Well, I've got one true story, and it's a no joke. There's a victims protection order on file in Oklahoma.
Hold up, bro. On you or the person?
The girl who had a fatal attraction, and it was this that in '81 I opened for Alice Cooper. I was his opening act. We did some illusions, and I was a good guy. Backstage, I met with the people who won the radio passes to come backstage, you know, and friendly and. The band members were sleeping with people and all that. I didn't get any of that. And one of the rules I had.
How old were you back then?
I was very young. I was 18, 19 years old.
Okay.
So yeah.
It's crazy.
But yeah, one of my earlier gigs back in college days, I was in college when we hooked up for that. But I had been meeting girls in clubs and telling them I was psychic. So I felt bad about that. This even in high school, and would read their mind. And of course it worked. You know, they're just, we've got this connection. But I had a rule I would never go out with a girl that I met at a show. Because what they see in the show is not who you are. I mean, you're playing a role. You're a daredevil stunt guy with security around you, and I mean, you're playing this image, right? Mm-hmm. Or you're a funny guy in a show, whatever it is. So those people don't know you. So I broke the rule one time, and boy, it was crazy. Young lady, you can look up. It's still in the file, court case, but yeah, she. Tried to come on hard to me to marry me. All of a sudden, I'm like, what in the world? We just met.
You gave her one taste. She lost her mind.
And exactly. And I told her words to me were, you know what? She said, I should have killed you when I saw you at the state fair in September. I'm like, what? Whoa. And she grabbed the wheel of my little convertible, and it was icy out, and crashed it. And then broke in my house later, stole stuff. There were gas stoves, but in those days I was a single guy, and turned on all the gas, blew out the pilot lights, and then attacked me through the back door. So everybody on our city block there went to court, and we won. And
bro,
but I learned my lesson.
How many times did you pipe her down?
One time.
Just once.
It was once.
You got to taste the amazing
what in the world?
Once.
And I just don't know. I don't know what to say about it, except, you know, I don't think it's a good idea to commingle, you know.
That makes sense. That's kind of smart.
Really
so you're that smart, that young to keep it separate, because that's a good insight to know. Like, dude, this is all glitz and glam.
Yeah, it's true. And I learned the lesson.
So I really wanted to ask you about that, because doing the county fairs must have been crazy. Like, what were some of the stunts? What was like the craziest stunt you did at like a county fair?
You know, everybody had a favorite, and so at state fairs, we did about 25 state fairs starting in September through November. Mm-hmm. West Palm Springs, Florida kicks off early February, and Shreveport, Louisiana, not my favorite fair, but that ran right into Thanksgiving. So there was a ton of fairs, and so we had ground acts, family shows, animal circus, kids circus. I did circus sideshow, illusion. So we had that going. Then I booked a secondary act, which was the Daredevil stunts. And one of those was locked upside down in the water torture cell that Houdini inspired, strapped to roller coaster tracks and a straitjacket, had to dive out of the way right before it crashes through, you know, from a screen.
What?
Hanging from burning rope straitjackets in the air. But there were other markets for swimming pool events. I let people, anybody with a backyard pool could hire me, bring their padlocks and chain me up to weights and throw me in the pool. And if you had $5,000, I was available to do it. And some close calls, but I made it through that.
What was a close call?
Well, there were a lot of close calls. I wouldn't even know where to begin. I don't know which was the tell first.
So here's the question.
There were some accidents.
If someone hired you at like their pool to escape, and you died in their pool, what's the deal with that?
I would sue myself. So I had a $2 million liability policy that if myself or anyone else was ever injured at one of my shows, that it would pay off. So my first step would be sue myself because I was injured at my show.
It's kind of
that was kind of my plan anyway. Get rich off the accident, but anyway.
So what were the babes like at the county fair? Because I know Alice Cooper, obviously, probably crowing, but like at the county fair, what's that like?
Well, exactly. Use your imagination, you know, and the smaller the fair, the smaller the town. Yeah, I love small town. I'm from a small town. So, but people are, to be honest, you know, we joke about that, and there was a lot of flirty, you know, horror types, I guess you could say, but there was a lot of very, very sweet people, and I mean it sincerely. My favorite guests, they came every year, just really good people, honestly.
Yeah, that's
from
cool.
This community.
That's cool, because I always wondered about that, because that's like, yeah, and you kept it to the code that whole time. You just only broke once for that one lady.
Absolutely, you know, I think it was my fingers. I always practice with my fingers. You want to see a finger trick? You want to do something?
Wait, we're talking about the hose right now.
It's another magic trick. All right, I'm
Lovely assistant. Go ahead.
I'm going to have you lay your mic down. You got to do this one with me. All right. Would you hold this one? So, actually, magicians, we do use our hands to exercise a little bit to get our magic going. If you do this, hold your hands like this, clasp your fingers together. Now, wiggle your first finger, wiggle your little finger. Good. You're very good, talented yourself. Okay, now separate. Now we're going to go down. Now, can you keep turning to go all the way out? It's a little bit of a stretch. If you're watching this or try it at home, to get all the way out. Now, reverse your arms and lock them like that, except kind of hold them up high. There you go. Now, wiggle the first finger and the little and go, ah, oh. Linda Blair taught me that one, actually.
What'd you do?
Woo. Twist your arms around, right?
Oh, I couldn't do that.
I didn't either. Anyway, I tried.
You're never going to believe it, guys. This episode of Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast is brought to you by Dude Wipes. If you're still dry wiping with toilet paper, it's time to show your beehole some respect and upgrade to Dude Wipes. Why? Because Dude Wipes are wet, and extra moisture cleans away that dry that never, what dry never could. They leave no room for dingleberries and stray butt crumbs that TP might miss. Plus, they're extra large and designed for adults. Dude Wipes tackle the mess without any fuss, and flushable design makes it clean up a breeze. No more endless rolls or settling for less than perfect wipes. Think about the last time you really could have used Dude Wipes. They're good for cleaning up cum. Dude Wipes, best clean, pants down. Available on Amazon and major retailers nationwide.
You want to hear a county fair story?
Yeah, please.
You got time? Would you come back? You're so good at this. I love it. Trick with a couple of jokers and, hold on. We're missing one. We're used to standing up. What kind of comedian sits down? You're lucky.
I told you I would stand. I have no problem standing.
So I've got a story how I lost some money from a guy running a little scam, a little gambling game at a fair.
Mm-hmm.
And it went like this. I thought, being a magician, I'm going to win all these carnival games, right?
Yeah.
This guy had 3 cards at his game. One of those was a joker that he was using. He had a second card, and it was a joker. And then he had a third card, which was actually an ace. He said, this is the money card. Now, what you got to do is keep your eye on this ace. All right, here we go. I noticed he made a shifty move. I thought he put the ace on the bottom. When I guessed the bottom, actually, I lost my first $1. Now, then he said this. He said, look, I'm not going to mix the 3 cards. I'm going to leave them in the same sequence, the 3, and right now give you a second guess. Now, I said it was the top card, which cost me $1. I said, I knew if it wasn't the bottom, it had to be the middle. And, well, that one cost me $1. I said, okay, now you're using more than 3 cards. He said, that'll cost you $1. I said, you've taken the ace out of the game. He said, that'll cost you $1. Anyway, I owed him $5. Here's where he got me. He said, look, there's an ace. Would you hold that one?
Yep.
He said, here's a joker. He said, if you can still tell me the name of the last card, if you hadn't forgotten it and all this, you win your $5, double or nothing. You get double your money. I said it was a joker. He said I owed him $10. So I did learn, watch the games that you play at the carnivals while you're on that subject. Yeah.
Yes. Do you ever beef with any carnies? Because that seems like you have a beef with any of the carnival folks?
No. In fact, there was a little, what was the code? If you ever got in trouble with a guest, you holler out, was it Rufus? I can't remember now. It's been a while since I've been to that market, but all the carnies jump in and help you.
Really?
They do. They watch each other. They watch your back, the entertainer's back. That was one of the first things I learned. That's kind of a family.
It's kind of cool.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So what would you do then? So if you were on the road like that and you weren't like, taking advantage of the babes. Not in like a bad way, but I'm saying they're plentiful. I would imagine. What would you do? Like you just chill all day and like do magic? Like
you talking about? I'm sorry. After the show?
Yeah. What would you do?
There was no break at a fair. You open up in the afternoon. You do some shows. You run them into the night, and then you go back and you're just wore out. You've been outdoors all day. Typically, a lot of indoor events. But yeah, and go back to your room and hide.
Really?
Go on, get some rest because you got to do it again the next day. When the fair ends on a Sunday night, you got to pack your tear down, hire help.
You're out, yeah.
Big tear down, load your trailers.
For
and
sure.
Head on down to the next one.
So what about the one thing I wanted to ask you when we started is like, what's the relationship like between a magician and the magician's assistant? That seems like it's an erotic. I don't want to keep like hammering on this, but it seems like an erotic situation. Like, how do you handle that?
Yes. It could be. It's all you keep it in the back of your head. So, unfortunately, they never knew. They never knew my thoughts. No, I actually very respectful.
Yeah,
we'd hire dancers. We would hire people that were there for the art and did a good job. And honestly, we became good friends.
That's cool.
I never made a move on an assistant, but there were some I certainly liked. I think they liked me, but we just left it at that.
You're a professional as hell. I guess that's how you do it for 40 years, man. Otherwise.
40 years. It was that long till I could get out of it. And I did comedy clubs in the 80s. Did I hear about that?
No.
So I had 3 comedy club acts. And it was an agent that convinced me to do this. Keeping in mind I'm an actor, I wanted to be a comedian, but I never really was that funny. I mean, honestly, I didn't think. But so we developed 3 acts that we booked into the comedy clubs, and one was a pickpocket comedy thing, and one was a monologue with some magic. And the third one is the reason I got out of doing comedy clubs. I had a problem with myself doing this with anybody. I went right in as a headliner. I think a comedy club, you need people to start in the beginning, an opener, a middler, and then you work your way up, and you got real talented comedians out there. But I had an act that just booked the year up like that as right off the bat, ran it right in as a headliner, because there was no choice but to put it there. And why it booked was the ticket sales, and it's the hypnosis show. So I became a certified clinical hypnotist.
Oh, you majored in psychology.
I was actually an acting theater major with a minor in psychology. But then I became a member of the National Guild of Hypnotists, and I went into these sessions where we learned how to hypnotize people. And I screwed them up. I messed with them. You had to work with real people, right? And tell them that their watch is gone. Well, I would really steal their watch. And then I would touch their eyes and then put my fingers here and say, you're going to feel something touch you. And then I would touch with my other hand. And I was doing magic on these people, right? And then when we came out, all the guests are sharing the stories of what happened. And the certifiers are like, what? What happened? He did what? And, even with kids, we hypnotize kids. But honestly, people are crying. They're talking about their problems. I thought I would never be a doctor. I could never be a clinical hypnotist.
At the shows, people will get hypnotized.
But in the shows, it was it's animal. So yes, a comedian to me is not a hypnotist or vice versa. That a comedian is a comedian. And so here we are in there booked as the headliner because you got to do a lengthy show. You got to bring people up an hour and it's got to be in that spot. And it was a very popular act. So there was a change at the end of the 80s where there were less comedy clubs. So I got in for commercial reasons again. And I like to switch things up because I get bored, change the market some. And the clubs are going down, and so I had an opportunity to stay on, and I think I heard that Jokers was one of the clubs we were working with, wanted now their people to go with them full-time or something. There were some changes going on, and I thought, you know what? There's some great comedians that I met while I was out there, and those guys, they deserved the comedy club. So I left them alone. So I left it. I got out of there. And,
principled man. So what were the shows? So you you would hypnotize people and steal their stuff?
So pickpocketing was actually a separate thing, but when I was referring to when we were practicing with real people and real problems, we would go into a room with them alone as part of your training to get certified as a clinical hypnotist.
Yeah.
To help you with problems. And I just couldn't resist. I'm like, oh my gosh. You tell them their watch is gone and now they don't see it. And you show them a coin and you tell them it's a different coin. And they believe it's a different coin.
How does it work?
In these tests. Well, this is all through mental program, right? You relax a person. Hypnosis works this way. You get someone in a very relaxed state of mind. They go to an alpha pattern, and now you can speak to the subconscious mind. You don't have to go to a clinical hypnotist to try some tricks at home. For example, if you're worried about remembering something tomorrow, A better word is recall, because it's always in there, but you want to be able to recall. So you relax into this, like you're falling asleep, right? Very relaxed. And then you look and you picture the shower curtain and tell yourself, when I see this shower curtain, this thought will pop in my mind. So you won't forget it.
Yeah.
And watch. The trick to this is, the fun thing about it is this: the next day, a year later, 20 years later, when you see the shower curtain, it will pop this trigger in this thought. And you go, wow. Then you begin to realize, oh, this stuff really works. It's not all just a show. I mean, a lot of it is a show, but that you can really do that. Or the subconscious mind is so amazing. Most of us have an internal clock in the subconscious mind. You tell yourself, I need to wake up at a certain time as you fall asleep. Watch if you don't wake up either at that time, sometimes on the minute, but usually just a little before, because you know you got to be up at that time.
Yeah.
Your brain will wake you up. So it's about relaxing and getting into the subconscious.
Got you. What was like some of the crazier things you did hypnotizing people?
In the shows, well, making people rigid, laying them on two chairs and standing on their body. And it was not a magic trick. It looked like one, but they're so rigid. And then a friend of mine, Dr. Roy Bellows, who's a hypnotist, the next thing I heard, he's in court, where somebody came back later and said that they had some back injuries. And
stand on the back?
Threw that one out. Well, you stand on the front, you put their feet on one chair and their head here, and then you walk on their body.
What?
It's a classic. It's been around.
Would you do?
But people
Men and women, or just men?
Well, that depends on your fetish. I mean, I don't know.
I might try that tonight. I might try to jump on a lady during my hours. Jump right on her belly. It's squish her.
Hypnosis. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. They become space aliens. They, raise fun acts in the shows.
Yeah. Were you ever tempted to use the hypnosis for like evil purposes? Not on women. I mean, guys, whatever. Just like tricking people, getting like a clone army going.
And you know what's really weird about that is people ask you too, have you ever used your lock picking skills?
Yeah, true.
Haven't you ever been tempted to break in? No. I mean, you could take a brick and throw it through the window tomorrow if you really want to break in. It doesn't change you at all. You still are who you are.
Yeah. Well, every locksmith knows how to kind of pick locks.
Well, sure. But they're like, well, no, I don't want to break in anywhere. You don't need to pick locks to break in somewhere if you want to break in, but we don't want to break in anywhere. You really don't change it. And hopefully the people that do take advantage of their skills, like pickpocketing. I'll admit, as a kid, we used to go down the street and take people's wallets and practice and stuff. And I'm like, oh, I'm not going to steal from anybody. I got to get their money back. But we wanted to practice on strangers, and we did. I'm like, I can't do this.
How do you pickpocket? What's the?
Well, you don't have a. If you ever watch on, do you have a buckle straw with a strap on it over there? I can't see what you. Nobody got. So like, give me your hand, and so somebody got a watch on here. You grab here, and you would literally pull back.
Oh, you pop the strap.
Shank, and you squeeze it, and when you pull it away, they don't feel it. So you look for that style watch as a first choice.
Yeah.
And it was in my comedy club act. I'd bring the person up, and then I would wave it in front of their face. It's okay. I'm going to hypnotize you. You're getting sleepy, and then we'll try a post-hypnotic suggestion. The watch is looking familiar to you, and they're like, "Oh, that's my watch." So it was an inherently funny comedy act. And then I would have them tie my hands behind my back. And it's an old routine. Harry Keller, I think, the magician, invented, where you pull your hand out and back in over and over comedy. So I'm flashing the guy's wallet behind his back and show it, and flashing this and flashing that. So take it and then return their keys or something at the end as a finale. We had an occasion in a comedy club once, which caused a real issue, is I added a new bit. So I walked into the audience and I grabbed the proper watch and started picking. Actually, let me go with you. Would you mind helping me? And took a different guy, but I had this guy's watch. So the finale, the new change in this act was at the end. After returning this guy's stuff, everybody laughs. I point at the guy in the audience, "Hey, don't laugh. I got yours too." And you get an extra round of applause, right? I forgot I'd taken it. It was a brand new act. It was in my pocket. And I left the place with this guy's nice watch. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got it. So I actually had to call the manager of the comedy club, and he put out an announcement, and somehow he got a call from the right guy. The guy, I was at that show and my watch disappeared. And I was like, "Yo, you got your watch?" What? And we gave him his watch back.
That's
so
nice.
Everybody thought it was funny and quite amusing. I don't think they knew if it was part of the act or not, though.
It is nice to know if you ever need to, you could be a master thief. Obviously, you wouldn't do that, but
it's very true. Absolutely true. There's nothing, and there really is nothing, no lock that can't be opened, or there's no item you can't escape from.
Handcuffs. I know you can escape. You said
So
Did you set the record for escaping from handcuffs?
yes, sir. I wasn't going to mention it, but I have a world record. Well, that's boastful. So less than 2 seconds.
Came front page news as Steve broke a world record with the escape.
We're ready. I've got the stopwatch. Okay, go, Jim. Yeah, out. Whoa, yeah. Go ahead. Let me see these. All right. Very good. Look at the stopwatch, Steve. 1.47 seconds, and that is less than 2 seconds is a record. Congrats.
And I only sent you one picture of, I just want to share that. When I was stepping away from escapes, getting older, just a few years back, I started doing something unusual for law enforcement groups. I actually got a phone call from a former chief of police, and he was in Oklahoma, and he calls me and he says, Steve, we've got a problem. People are getting out of the handcuffs. They're getting out of their jails, and they're escaping these things, and they're turning this stuff on the cops. They're leaving them for dead, or or killing them. One, we need your help. And they had a budget, so they would pay me to come in and teach them. I said, well, I'll teach you how to get out of things, not just to show you how easy it is to do this stuff. Once you know, is I will show you how to escape from padlocks, handcuffs, and things with items around you. And then I'll do it after a search, and then I'll do it without touching anything, which is a matter. Well, so we went with 2 things on the cop car, and I've got some photos I can send you. A piece of wire from the windshield wiper. Sometimes they put a person up by the windshield wiper, and you take this flat piece of metal, you can shim the cuffs open right through the notches. You're not really picking the locks.
Wait, so how do you get the piece of metal again? Where is it at?
Off of a windshield wiper. So you'll see some photos. I'll send you this later today of me holding a windshield wiper out in front of a police station, and then and actually with it in front of the cops, showing them how to use that, and then a piece of metal that I found in the back seat of a spring of a car, if you could dig in to get it. But and then another one was picking padlocks with the stem from reading glasses or glasses, which is actually 2 pieces. You get a shim, you get a, and then there's something completely different, which is going through the shank of a padlock. So anyway, I'm doing this stuff, and we go from local police to, I was connected, put up with an organization that was with the criminal justice system, and it was called the MacGyver 101. And it was a 3-day weekend. They had a guy that was a narcotics, Federal Bureau of Narcotics there, another guy in weapons. I was the only one that was a non-officer. So I don't know if you can actually Google on YouTube. Somebody put it on there once, the handcuff escape and a prison escape.
How did you escape from the prison?
There's several ways. So I gave him one of the methods that with certain cells you can use that people would take shampoo bottle, toilet paper, remember, stings around you, and block the bolt hole. And when you slam some of the cells, it seems like it's shut. That's not I don't give away my best secrets, believe it or not. I really don't. So this is the one I gave them.
Yeah.
And I cops said, we had that happen. We actually had a guy get out of the cell that way. This stuff's really going on.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm not afraid to share it.
Yeah.
I think the best, but we were shut down, and I will tell you this too. So we're doing these federal things. I know we got to go quick probably, but
You're good.
I actually,
we're good.
told them I had a second hobby, and it was sneaking into places, testing security at places. So I was trying to make this part of my business.
I always wanted to go to stores to show them how much I could steal from them, and then go, here's how I did it.
So if you really want to see this stuff, I'll send it to you. I was making this part of my business. We had some customers that I would show them how I could get through their security and get past the bomb squads. And some of these things were so easy.
You get onto a plane, you think?
That's what I was leading up through.
No, really?
Big time story. This is the story. So I've got the photographs to show. I told them, in my observation, the TSA at the airport is the absolute weakest security in the world. And I can get, and I got an arsenal of stuff through it. And I will show you, I kid you not. Started with things like metal signs from, about this large, surfboard, and finally a big metal sword, which I've got a picture of my wife's angry looking at me, and it's not a fake picture. She didn't know I did it, and I put it under my jacket. And so what was going on? There's I'm going to share this right now because I'm not supposed to share this. This is what ended my career with the law enforcement. I love this story, and I'm sharing it publicly for the first time, and it could get me in some serious trouble. I kid you not.
Yeah.
So here's what was going on. I said, I said, okay, first is I called it the magic trick. We'd go to the airport. I've got all this on video pictures, and you've got all these TSA standing around, right? An abundance of them watching. I want to get that number down. When I say the magic words abracadabra, a big group of them, they all leaving a skeleton crew for me to work with. And it works every time. Abracadabra. And how? This is what they were asking me at they said, how do you do it? Is it hypnosis? No. So I would hide a bottle of water in a backpack or drop it in somebody's purse while in line.
Yeah.
In one of my demonstrations, I used my nephew, because he was in on it, but you can stick it anybody. They get flagged. These extra bodies are here just for that reason. You got a bottle of water, they're going to take you off, and they're going to, so you can get these people out of there, right? Now they're over there, no harm, no foul. The lady or person gets to leave. It's just a bottle of water, right? But you get rid of them. Now, the next step was this. There's this tray, this table where you roll all your stuff around and you put your stuff in, right? And underneath, there's nothing there. It runs right up to, I guess, what's designed to be a portable x-ray machine. It's got wheels on it. There's a gap underneath this thing, right? So this is blocking the view. You got the people on the computer looking straight down. You got this guy over here telling you got to take your shoes off. You got the guy over here making sure nobody needs help. And you got people crawling all over the floor, putting shoes on the other side. So I would drop the item in the floor and kick it underneath the machine, right? And I'm snapping photos, which is illegal, I found out. I snap, and I've got a ton of these from like 20 airports. Kick it. And we were showing them on the screen, showing how I got this, that, and trying to get something done. So the MacGyver 101 team, the people I work for, they wrote a letter to the White House. I guess the criminal justice system did. And we got a nice letter. And I got a big certificate. Wonderful, all your stuff you've done. This is going to cause some changes. We want to fly you to Washington a certain month for this round table thing they do once a year. What? And my stuff would go right to the government. Suddenly, my sister, who lives in Hawaii at the time, gets a call. I don't know why the guy couldn't find me. And I guess I didn't answer my phone, and says, we need to find your brother right this minute. Where's your brother? She said, what's going on? She said, well, they're coming to arrest him and go to jail. She's like, what? She said, if you know how to get a hold of him, you must find him right now. So I'm saying, what's the matter with you guys talking about? You told me to call this number if I ever got arrested going through the airport. And you would tell, they said, well, that's the thing. We normally, they work with this. We tell them you're testing it. Or we would talk to the judge, and you're working for us, you're helping. Yeah. And he said, no, he said, the TSA are pissed. He said, these guys, they say they're going to make an example out of you. What? That you're guilty of several felonies. Not only did you not work you're not a lot in law enforcement. Yeah. That you took pictures, you manipulated officers and bragged about it out of the area and endangered lives by showing people how to do this.
Who'd you show, though?
I put it all over social media.
Oh, fuck.
Everyone. And I told them I was going to do it. I said, let me tell you something. I'm not going to be part of a cover-up. Yeah. I said, if we show the public what's going on, they'll change it.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I am not so egotistical to believe that I am the only one on earth who's going to see that and could do it.
That's pretty smart, though, to kick it under.
They made some major changes. So if you look at my photographs of airports, or you have a good memory, go to the airports now. And they're all a little different. You can tell they're experimenting. They've changed some things. They've got a wall they're putting now that runs further back, so you can't control something right up to the to kick it under. They've got a machine now to bring the carts back around that they've made. They're finding ways to complicate this thing, and I'm very thankful that happened.
Why did they arrest you? How'd you get out of that?
So they were looking for me, and my guy, he says, I need you to hide. I'm like, what? He goes, I'm dead serious. He said, because if you get arrested, we may not know where you are.
Yeah, it's like federal stuff too.
Yeah, he said, it's a TSA. He said, these guys are not joking here. He said, they are mad.
They're never joking. They're always fucking grumpy.
He said, we're going to fight with them. So he came back. He said, it's been resolved. There's 3 conditions. One is we can no longer hire you. You lost the gig. No more teaching the officers. We got to end this. No more airports. No nothing. Number 2, you got to delete all your social media posts, which I did not do. I still see some pop up in memories, but somebody deleted some of them. And they said, and number 3, they want to meet you in person. I'm like, why do they want to meet me in person? He goes, I don't know. They just wanted to see. No. I said, I'm going to do everything but that.
Yeah.
Because that sounds like a trap.
Yeah, really.
Turn yourself. I'm not, you idiot. But anyway, so no, I never. They said, oh, and that part of the condition. Not only can you not tell anybody what you did, you can't tell them why you can't do it anymore. This thing just has to go away now. Yeah, just disappear. So that's why this is the first time I've shared it, and I'm a little upset.
That's kind of annoying. Man. How big was the sword you got through?
How big what?
How big was the sword that you got through?
Oh my gosh! I should have sent you that picture. It was from the floor to here.
What'd you do with it once you got through the security?
Well, I carried it around, but it looked like this. I took it on the
Did
plane.
you get weird looks with the sword?
Well, the photo that I'll send you, we're at the gate where my sister is flying one place, right, from one plane, and my wife's there. My wife said, you can never do this stuff when you're with me, which I didn't typically. On this, and so I had two versions, right? Some of this stuff I just carried on me and tossed it down. But I usually use the jacket, okay? And I would use the jacket to kind of drop it to get whatever it was underneath.
I got you.
And then when I'm down tying my shoes, I would retain. Sometimes something got stuck under there. It wasn't the sword, but I would just crawl over there and get it. Because everybody's on the floor putting on shoes. This is the weakest thing I've ever seen in my life, you know. And one of the officers even saw me once, and I said, I dropped my wallet. And it was just, underneath. I got
sword.
But the sword. So we're done through. We got it through to the gates, and that's from there on. It's really no big deal. But I'm saying goodbye to my sister, and I'm holding the sword and the photograph behind my back, and you see my wife going, and I had somebody take the picture, right, of us leaving, saying goodbye. We're hugging and she's just going like, so she's still mad.
She knows you got that thing on you.
She's very upset about that. So that's a real photo. I'll show you. I wanted to put it back on social media even after. It was so funny. That's when some of this was going down. And he said,
how long ago was this?
7 years
I think
before I moved here.
I don't know why in my head I feel like if a crime happened 7 years ago, you're good. So
and that was one of the reasons I left where I'm from, Oklahoma, was that to move to California. That was a reason. The fact is, I had studied acting in college and always wanted to be an actor.
I thought you were a great actor. You did great.
Thank you. I think I love doing it. It's really something I've worked on it since a kid, and I want to do it as a career. And it was one of those things where I was going to come out here right after college, but I couldn't. I got trapped in my career. Once you start booking annual stuff, now they're going to book ahead. You're booked that month this year, so they book you the next year. And next thing you know, 30, 40 years has gone by, and you're just... And so it really took COVID as well to shut everything down. And I said, I'm never looking back, to go into acting full time.
Did you get any long-term injuries from doing like stunts and stuff?
Covered with them.
Are you really?
Absolutely. Yeah, covered with them. I did an air show stunt, did an escape, and I had a bad landing.
How high up?
More than 10,000 feet. But it's not, it was an escape from a box, which was a thing where the audience thinks that they're going to. I was actually booked by a man named Etzel Ford. He has an air show team, and he came to me. He said, I know you do stunts. He said, can you do something for air shows? He said, we need a new act or something to go with us. And he said, in air shows, in most shows, you want people to think you're going to die in a stunt show, but in an air show, you want them to know you're going to die. And I said, I had the idea. What if the audience thinks they're going to die? He said, even better. So in this effect, I dropped from the plane in the box, and the audience is told it's falling out of control. So they take it up in the plane, and the audience can see the chute open, and they go, Steve was open to shoot. He's carrying the box back over the drop zone. So now I'm holding this box, it looks like, till I get over in the area.
Wait, so are you
release it?
You're in the air?
I'm with a chute.
Oh, you're holding this box.
I'm holding
over.
the box, which is what it looks like, and then I release it and pull these toggles and land. Well, the truth is you can't hold a box when a chute opens in the air. So I'm wearing this harness we had made down in DeLand, Florida by a company, real nice. They make tailor-made stuff for stunts and air shows and things. And a strap attached me to the box. So I have this strap, and as I get lower, I release the box and would open my chute. So the problem is, anytime you get two lines, FAA approved stunt is safe. I was angry at them. I said, you guys weren't honest with me. Anytime you put two lines in the air, you run a risk of danger. You get of line entanglement, which is exactly what happened. The chute came out, wrapped around the strap to the box. So I've got a chute there. Not the end of the world. You got 2 chutes. Cut away your left one, pull in your right one, right? So now I've got this chute open with the strap and a box, which is what it's supposed to look like, but there's an additional piece there that shouldn't be there, the first chute.
Right.
So it's causing you to go like this. As I go down, you can't look down when you're lowering. Skydiving is a weird thing. You can't tell how low you are by looking down. You have to look at the horizon. So about 50 feet from the ground, looking out that way, you can tell where that is. You slow your descent normally, right? So in my act, is I cut away and then slow my descent, right? So the horizon is just doing this. I couldn't tell, and I couldn't cut it away because I didn't know who I'm going to kill, right? This whole thing could land anywhere. So I'm trying to focus to see where I am, and that's the last thing I remember. I had a concussion. I've got the short socks, the nerd socks. You can see the scar right there on my.
Why are short socks nerd socks?
I saw you in one of your acts. Some of the audience brought that up, and you showed them your socks, and
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that? It's on YouTube right now.
Socks.
It's on right now. You're having to yell things out of the audience.
Oh yeah.
And one of the guys says something about this short socks.
Oh, it was they were saying black ankle socks. They were saying
So here's you can see the scar right there, right?
Damn.
Yeah, I got one on both sides. But I broke my hip. I broke that ankle too, but this one got crushed and most of the internal parts came out. It took forever to heal from that one. Broke the jaw. I've got scars on my arm still from it. And so this was a long time ago. So it took forever to get well. But I had a chute opener, I'd be dead. It was just what you'd say a hard landing. And I tell you, it amazes me. People in the old Army, those guys never did have opportunities. They always came down hard. I don't know how they did it. It's commendable that they would ever put up with that. But yeah. So yeah, I had spikes through my body one time. There was a guy who'd hired me before. It was a thing where I used to get chained in a chair, and we'd had a martial artist with a screen with spikes, and he would come running down. I'm gagged, and he would kick through this thing after a 10-second countdown, and I would roll under him basically. Come out. And so this guy hires me, and he says, "Can you do this act? I'm going to have people bring stuff to the show." I'm like, "Oh, crap," I'm exhausted. And he's got a pole in the stage, like a flagpole. He goes, "We're going to wrap you around this pole instead." I'm like, "Okay." And I said, we'll do a pair of handcuffs. Give me 10 seconds to get out. And then he has people bring stuff to the show and brings it up on the stage. I'm like, "What in the world are you doing?" He's an EMC. He had hired me 10 years before.
Was it EMC?
What's that?
You said EMC?
He was the MC of the show.
MC of the show. I got you.
And the promoter. He had hired several acts. So he brought me back for this finale, and people were chaining me up. And I'm like, okay. I said, I need a full minute to escape from this. He gags my mouth, and they get the screen ready, and he says, "How many of y'all think Steve can get out of this in the 10 seconds he originally promised?" I'm like,
Whoa.
Punchline's got to be coming, right? Got to be a punchline. And everybody applauds, and he says, "Put it in place." And he stands up, and he says, 10. Now I'm like, "Are you kidding me? What?" And I'm like, sure, I didn't have a chance, right? So I just turned my back to the spikes and this thing, and I've still got here.
What the fuck, man?
Crush. And the sad thing, and I wish my brain had been in the right place to not move an inch, that the audience broke out into applause because they thought I disappeared. And instead, I start moaning and moving, and I'm stabbed, But I wish I had not done that now. I didn't realize.
Well, if you didn't move, you would have been fine.
They thought I was gone. The curtain would have shut, into the show, and everybody thought I disappeared. And then this thing starts moving. They're like, uh-oh. So anyway, I'm like, "Dude, why did you do that?" He goes, "I thought you were kidding." And he said, "Man, I've seen you a million times." He goes, "I thought you could just, it's like, and you're out. I've seen you do it."
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to have to confirm that.
Thanks a lot.
How big are the spikes?
Oh my God.
Oh.
One of them, went right by my spinal cord,
Oh, dude.
I'd been paralyzed.
What?
Do we have time to do another magic trick, or we don't?
I think we have time. Well, the one thing I wanted to ask you about, we have a half an hour. We're good. This episode of Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast is brought to you by Dude Wipes. Riff prompts. When you wipe, are you sitting or standing? I started out sitting today, and then I actually, I'm not lying, I got saved by Dude Wipes today. I was in the bathroom taking a dump at Shane's house, and I had, when it like clings to the side of your butt, kind of? I had a large deposit cling to my butt, and it like literally, did you ever get it on your hand at all when you wipe? I don't want to gross you guys out. Accidentally, have you ever got it on your hand? I did it. It literally happened to me today. Like I got it just a tiny bit on my hand. I was like, "Fuck."
Well, that's the joy of the dude wipe, an XL wipe for an XL man.
No, it came in handy. I would have had it gone home. It was such a disaster that thank God I did that. Guys, whichever way you wipe, it's time to show your beehole some respect and upgrade to Dude Wipes. Dude Wipes tackle the mess without any fuss, and the flushable design makes cleanup a breeze. They leave no room for dingleberries or stray butt crumbs that TP might miss. Plus, they're extra large and designed for adults. So no more endless rolls or settling for less than perfect wipes. Dude Wipes, best clean, pants down. Available on Amazon and at major retailers nationwide. The one thing I wanted to ask you about, we'll definitely do some more magic. You used to be able to hold your breath for 4 minutes.
Yep.
And now you said you can't hold your breath that long anymore?
No. And nor do I know what happened. I've had, a lot of things started to change. I used to be in, very good physical shape. You might remember seeing some of the older photos.
Ripped. I saw the picture.
For an audience, and I was starting to develop some intestinal issues, Crohn's disease, which I kind of hid and continued. Some things were going on. But, I started as a kid, holding my breath, and I was on the swim team. And they always hated it. I was horrible swimming on top of the water, so I would always dive in and go all the way to the other side. Dude. And as we come back, emerge, to finish it up. So I get in, and they're like,
"What stroke were you doing? What stroke were you doing?"
Oh, that was just a regular bicycle,
Oh, dude.
But they
you would just be submerged the whole time?
Oh, the first run, all the way to the end. And when I come back, I'd come up to give them a little bit of fairness, but I was fast under that water. There was no rule of how long you stayed under, right? So if there's no really rule in the books, how long you stay. But I practiced all the time. And so, I was comfortable sitting on the bottom of a pool, shimming locks, picking locks, manipulating them open that people would bring. And honestly, you get 8 or 10 locks. You don't have to open all of them. People didn't realize that necessarily. But, you open the key locks. But I was comfortable. And then I would spread this, pace it out. I wanted to give the audience a good show. Somebody asked me when I was coming out of one of my water effects, which like I did the lake and the box and things, all these, you come out, you're exhausted, you're coughing up water, are you really suffering or is it all an act? No, I'm really suffering, but it's all self-inflicted. I would stay down there.
You would stay as long as you can.
Stay underwater as long as you can until you absolutely can't stay under the minute and come up. You're going to be really breathing hard.
Did you ever pass out underwater?
Actually, I did one time.
I did once too. It was fucking terrifying.
Yeah, absolutely.
How'd you get? Did you get pulled out?
I don't know what happened. We were at Ponkin Theater in Ponk City, Oklahoma, which was supposed to be a haunted theater, and we had some weird stuff happen with the water tank, an older water tank. When they were trying to pull me up a double pulley system where I go up easy, started fighting them. They're pulling this thing. They're we don't know what's going on, right? And we got this on video. They kind of get me up. And it's this big A-frame. I'm hanging upside down. There's a roller thing. I mean, you got your feet in these stalks, right? And then you got this thing that runs up to the top of this, where they pulled you up and they roll you across. They're having so much trouble. I think, man, this thing's gonna break. Something's wrong here. So the minute we got up there, I said, "Get me over the tank quick," because they're holding your hands. And I mean, the second I was there, it broke. The weird thing on that night, the break had nothing to do with the pulley system. It was a piece of steel that they would use for mountain climbing, right? That held the stalks in one spot. That thing just broke. It shouldn't have broken. And another place had nothing to do with the tension. So there's 2 issues, really 3, because the water was boiling after we put a little bucket heater in hours before because it was ice cold water. Should have taken a day to heat it, but the water was like boiling hot when I almost went in it, and I'm glad I tested it. So this was like a haunted theater. And everybody's telling me all this haunted stuff's going on. I'm like, I just couldn't believe it. And then all of a sudden, everything starts going downhill for my act. So when I hit this thing, I didn't get any air because I wasn't prepared, right?
Yeah.
It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th one, hold it, go in, and I'm good for a while, right? In this case, I was probably on the exhale, and I went down. So when the stalks came down, they couldn't get the lid on. Because it fell so fast, you got to hit it just right.
Yeah.
And you guys are fighting with it. And I've got a guy sitting right over here who's a spotter who does nothing but watch me. And if he sees me make a signal something's wrong, cut it.
Yeah.
I'm like, cut it. I'm looking, where is he? He's not there. First rule in Daredevil stunts is don't change anything. Don't improvise nothing. this guy left his post to run help these guys get the lid on, right? So I'm trying to get my part to get out of this thing, and I blacked out. The next thing I know, I'm in the floor. So I had fallen, but I don't know what happened. I literally don't remember.
Jesus Christ.
Very peculiar experience for sure.
That's
very,
crazy.
very terrifying for sure.
Yeah, I was just swimming with my friends and we were like drinking, and I think I was using my kids' goggles, so they were super tight and they were just like, I think cutting off like blood in my brain. And I tried to go back and forth in the pool, and I was coming back, and I remember coming out of the water just lungs full of breath. I somehow just propelled myself out, like kind of blacked out, and then I fell forward again, just hit my chin on the edge of the pool.
Water is so dangerous, and even for an escape artist, and I don't like to tell all my secrets, but I would do everything I can, I could do to make these things safe. Like chained up, thrown in a pool, is that I would have a signal, to something's wrong, and we would tell the audience, well, they'll have to jump in and pull these heavy weights all the way to the shallow end to get me out. Well, the fact is we had a rope with a hook on it. But then I'm like suffering later, and I'm asking my guys, because could you see me? And I really couldn't see that well. The water was too chlorinated. I just couldn't see it. Or we're in a lake. I almost died in a lake. I showed you a picture of this, I think, yesterday, coming out of the lake. That was totally unexpected. Wooden box was in a lake, and I did what I had to do to open it, but the wood had sealed, and I mean, it was a tough sucker to get out of there. Once I got out, I'm exhausted, and I'm trying to work my way up. Lo and behold, we've got quicksand or something underneath the water. When I get to shallow enough to walk, it takes me down, and I'm like pulling. It's hard to get my head on wet shoes. I mean, they're gone.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm fighting to get my feet out of this. And my guys are coming out. So the photo I've got on my phone, if you see, but they're coming out to try to help me, and then they're sinking.
Oh, fuck.
I've got 5 guys, 10 guys are rescue guys. They can't even get to me, and I'm just like, and I'm so tired. So water,
water's dangerous.
It didn't scare me, but water didn't scare me like some things like height scare me.
Yeah.
But it's very dangerous. Yeah.
It is peaceful though underwater. I have
very
little
peaceful.
kids, and we'll go in the pool, and every now and again I'll just disappear from my whole family underwater for a good minute. And it's just the
absolutely
best. Just the fucking best. Just to go underwater. I can't hear anything for
And that was my life.
seconds.
So, circling back to a question you asked, I would sit there underwater and comfortably do my thing and enjoyed the peace and quiet until it was time to come up. But then one day it changed. I just lost that ability.
It's crazy.
So I went to a doctor, and I said, we got a serious problem. I got bookings. I said, listen, I can hold my breath a lot longer than this. I can't hold my breath. I don't know why, as much as I practice. And so they even did a heart test, massaged my heart. They said, this sounds like it's a heart thing. And no, your heart's fine. And they finally said, listen, whatever weirdness it was that you were gifted with, to hold your breath for 4 minutes is just gone.
Whoa.
Your body's changing.
Just time for acting.
It's time to go to become an actor. Like, I got to survive the last. So the thing that changed was I went from a comfortable performance, because it's a show, even if there's danger, even if it's tough, it's still a show, a comfortable performance to put on a good show of fighting against death, struggling, to a real fight against death, where I'm going as fast as I can and suffering every minute.
Did you still keep doing them even after?
No, I didn't book any more after that. I had to, but I finished my contract. I had bookings. I had a religion about it that once the deal is made, you don't pull out. If once you sign, you're going to be there. And I don't recommend this for everybody, but it's the truth. I did a show with a broken leg once. Not that break, another one for a roller coaster. I had to go do a second show.
So how'd you break your leg on a roller coaster?
Well, that was a thing where I'm strapped to the roller coaster. I think I showed you those pictures. The straight jacket, we put a screen up, and the roller coasters come in. I have to dive out before it comes through. And I did this a long time ago. Yeah. Way back. Spring Lake Amusement Park in Oklahoma City was the first one I did, and that was in college, way back. Some other guys have done it since then, but it was my original act. And there was a way I knew that the roller coaster was so close, right? So you don't want to jump out too early or it looks boring. So you got to wait till it gets there and then jump.
It caught your leg?
What?
The roller coaster caught your leg, you're saying?
No. I thought it was closer than it was. So it's like with flying that, you don't trust your eyes. You got to trust the instrument. So I had a way of knowing where it was that I didn't trust it. It sounded like it was there. I'm like, I don't have time to jump up and land on this platform. So I just went straight down under the tracks and dropped 15 feet.
Oh, Jesus,
broke
man.
the ankles again. My poor body. You talk about. I had a total hip replacement last November. It got so bad I couldn't walk that year. The pain, and I'm like, no, I'm too young for a hip replacement, doctor. But that's the best surgery you can get, boy. I tell you what, I'm
really.
I can't tell. I've ever had a problem. I'm not as limber as I was, but I will say that, because you're not allowed to stretch after 6 months or something. But we live with it, and I think it was all worth it.
Nice. And the one thing I wanted to ask you about was I found this kind of fascinating. You were on, what was the TV show you were on, the cooking show, America's Worst Chef or something?
That was very recent.
Yeah.
Last year, or was it the year before? I lose track of time. I'm doing my acting thing, and there's a strike going on, and I was on a series, an Eli Roth Scary series, which was still on Max, playing an exorcist, and we were going to have additional shows, and we got shut down for the strike. And I'm like, oh man, this sucks. And so I asked the union, well, what can we do? They said, well, you can do reality shows. So I am the world's worst cook. I'm really horrible. When I was single, I would throw everything in a bowl, turn on the stove high as it would go, stir it up. Didn't care what it tastes like. Throw on all the things that you need to eat with your 4 food groups and eat them.
Yeah.
And but I was on the road eating out my whole life. And then I marry a girl that was a great cook, and she doesn't allow me in the kitchen at all. Period. I made a mess when she leaves to see grandkids or something. I've rent the microwave. I've done, but anyhow, so I auditioned and got on World's Worst Cooks. I think it's pronounced that way.
Yeah.
It is Worst Cooks in America.
World's Worst Cooks.
Season 27. And
it's great. Yeah, 27
beautiful
seasons,
lady,
man. That's crazy.
Chef Ann Burrell, I think I'm saying it right.
Yeah.
She died here just 2 weeks ago.
That's nuts, man.
And it's just so sad. She was a great lady. Yeah. We had a lot of fun on the show. Of course, she's yelling at you, and we're hamming it up. The bad cooking was all real. People think I made that stuff up. We hammed up the performance a little bit.
Sure.
It was all real, but we're really shocked. And I had a great time though, and some great memories. And sadly, she was going to take a break from the show, but she told me she wanted me to come back, and so did the producers. They occasionally do reunion shows.
Sure,
the worst of the worst, and he's going to have me back because we had such a good time. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to go back. I thought, is this really the image I want with my acting?
Yeah.
But now that we lost her, I'm like, you know what? If I'd known, I'd definitely gone back quicker.
Yeah.
Very nice lady.
Yeah, it's a shame she died. I didn't realize that show had so many seasons. That's crazy.
Nor did I. I've heard it once or twice before that. I didn't really watch it.
Yeah, because like Triple D's got to be at what, like 30 seasons? Like Diners, Drive-Ins has to be at least like 30-something seasons.
Yeah, it's got to be. I haven't seen that in years. Is it still on?
I think so. I think it's actually like shot in like fucking 8K now. I think they really stepped up the production on D3.
Interesting.
But yeah, let's set some tricks, man. Let's close this thing out strong.
All right, you're on.
Here he is.
Sorry to make you wait so long.
Oh, that's okay. Happy to help.
What made me think of this when you're talking about the spikes and cutting and a little bit of rope magic today? Okay, but you're going to be my assistant.
Oh, nice.
Speaking of, I don't know if you can get this. We just stabbed my neighbor over here. Maybe you've heard of the famous trick where the rope floats up into the air. Someone climbs the rope. That'll be you.
Okay.
Disappears, and then the rope falls. Have you heard of this?
No.
The East Indian rope trick, very famous. Well, that's okay because I don't know that one, but that would have been a good trick. All right. Now, I really do know some weird things with rope, though. For example, have you ever wondered what happens when you take the ends off the rope? You can actually get a looper of rope when you do that. But to do the trick I want to do today, I'm going to need 2 ropes. They have to be exactly the same. Now, this is where you come into the trick. So would you hand me the center of the rope? Just got to give me the middle.
Right here.
All right. Mr. Microphone, would you agree? If you cut it here, that would give us 2 the same length. All right. That's the spot selected. Very careful. Take the scissors. Don't cut the fingers. Just cut the rope. Grab the scissors.
I'm going to give you a nice injury.
Right there. Don't cut the mic cord either. Right? All right. But we're a little off on the length. That's okay. I'm going to have you even these out. Let me line them up straight and ask you to cut this off right here. That should do it right there.
Where you want?
Right there. I think that should make them exactly the same length. All right. Now we have 2 ropes. Okay, we need 2 ropes exactly the same length. Would you mind cutting that right there? Just give it a good cut. There we go.
Right there?
That's the way to do it. Now we have 2 ropes exactly the... Have you ever had something called deja vu? Yeah. Have you ever had something called deja vu? Yeah. Have you ever had something? Yeah, you heard that one coming, I bet. Here we go. Just say abracadabra.
Abracadabra.
All right, we're just going to start all over. Here we go. Now, to do the trick I really want to do today, we're going to need 2 ropes that have to be the same length. That's where you come into the trick. Grab the middle of the rope and just lift it up, hand it to me. Now, would you agree if we cut the rope here, we'd have 2 the same length? Like pretty fair. Would you grab the scissors again, cut it just like you did before? Here we go. And darn, we're a little off on the length. Would you mind cutting it? You know what? Rather than go through all of that again, I think if we just do the trick, we can actually correct the length. So let me give you a good view. You look like a good knot, right? Hold on to the end of the rope real tight. Don't let go. Watch the knot. You can let go now. A lot of people think it's a trick knot. That is why I always like to untie it. Come here. So everybody can see that it is indeed a real knot.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Matt, would you like to put 2 ropes back together yourself?
Yeah.
I know you can do it. Big fan of yours. You know, I got a carpet named after you outside my door at home, too. All right. I'll get the signature for you. Always been a big fan, by the way. Thank you for having me. All right, we're going to tie the ends of that one. We'll give it a cut. And I want you to pick a rope. Do you want to use the one I just tied and cut or the rope I'm going to cut right now?
I'll take the one you're going to cut right now.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
Let me get that a cut. I always give you a chance to change your mind. Would you like to change your mind or keep the mind that you have?
Okay, I'll keep the one that
You're going to keep his mind. All right, here we go. So we're going to tie these together for you, just like that. All right. Hold it on the end. All right. So you won't be able to do the magic wave because you got a mic. So instead say the magic words.
Abracadabra.
Alakazam.
Alakazam.
Say, oh, what a great magician I am.
What a great magician.
Now, you don't have a hand, so take it in your teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Pull the knot off like a real escape artist. Ah, you did it.
There you go. There we go.
Good job, man.
Oh, it's done.
You can keep that as a souvenir.
I will.
It might be worth pennies someday, right?
Yeah, how'd you even do that? That's crazy.
You did it. You did it.
True. Magic's in me.
We can do another trick if you want. I'll show you how one is done.
No, I would never reveal.
Do you want me to show you how a trick is done today?
If you want. I thought magicians get killed for that.
This is a special show. It's The Secret.
True.
Podcast.
Yeah, show me the secret.
You got
show me
to
the secret trick.
All right. Can we take a little break and we'll
take a break. Take a break.
All right,
we'll
we'll be right back with The Secret for The Secret Broadcast Show. Okay. All right.
All right, we're cutting back in. Let me know. All right, we're back. The interview portion. I think the interview portion is concluded, but now we're doing tricks.
All right.
It's a good interview. That was a great interview.
I had fun.
Thank you.
I had fun. I will talk in the microphone, but we're going to give it off in a minute. But first, a little more magic we promised. We're going to be doing some miracles right now, many as they were done thousands of years ago. Maybe you heard of this one. It's called walking on water. Thank you. No, I was about to tell you, you just got promoted. We do hold both of these things now. Okay, thank you so much.
Oh, he's lovely assistant and Mr. Microphone.
So beautiful. Okay. This is definitely one of the things we're not going to have a relationship with our assistant, by the way. In case
I don't know, man. If you put me around all those carnies, it could get kind of weird out there.
All right. So what are we going to do? Well, this is a secret podcast. So I'm going to reveal a secret today.
Oh, here we go.
Show you a magic trick. Show you how it's done for this trick. You need a handkerchief, a scarf, and a left hand. You put the handkerchief or scarf all the way in the hand like this.
Okay.
You make something called a magic pass. We know what a pass is, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go up to Mr. Microphone and go, hi. Not doing that kind of pass. We've already established that. A magic pass. You do this. Now we have an egg, and the scarf or handkerchief has jumped into my pocket.
Yo.
Right. As promised. All right. You ready to see the secret?
Let's see the secret.
Actually, I bought it by mistake. If you ladies need some out there, this is the secret. You put that. All right. Different secret. All right. Yes, the secret to the magic trick, and this is a trick egg. It's a plastic egg laid by a very sick bird, and there's a hole in the back of the egg. Kind of a letdown when you see how these work. And you need 2 handkerchiefs to do the trick. All right, here's what you do. You hide the egg in your hand, hold both hands the same, you come out in a natural way. So natural, whatever looks natural.
For sure.
Take the handkerchief, wave it around like this. Actually, that depends on the company that you're. You don't want to drop it either.
True.
Anyway, sorry. You're getting paid, right? That's all that matters. Okay, here we go.
He's actually really wealthy.
Oh, okay, really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe we could renegotiate this relationship after all. You didn't tell me that. Okay. So
he's in the top 3%, I would say, in the country.
Wow. 3% of what?
Earners,
really amazing. Congratulations.
Apparently, he has a huge dick. I don't make it weird, but
this
he has a
job
huge
pays
dick.
a lot. Huh?
He's got a huge dick too.
Oh yes,
money, big dick.
You got. I guess you're getting a lot of fans right now. Gosh, I didn't plug my Instagram. You guys follow me on Instagram.
Plug it.
Entertainer Steve Crawford. Entertainer. You type entertainer, I'll pop up. Why did I do that? Because I'm from Facebook country and I'm trying to get some new friends out here. So
got you.
Nice to meet you guys. Okay, so where were we? Oh yeah, you hide the egg in your hand. You hold both hands the same. Come out in a natural way. Take the handkerchief and you start placing it in your hand. But we know it's going where?
In the egg.
In the egg. It actually goes all the way into the egg. There we go. You make the pass. You show them the egg and you tell everyone that the scarf or handkerchief has jumped into your pocket. Now, there's a couple of quick rules.
Why do you show them the egg? Can't show the egg.
Well, you show them that it has turned into an egg. But there's a few tips. He's got a point. First of all, don't show anybody the back side of the egg, right? That's important.
The Wild Wild West.
And make sure the handkerchief in your pocket's the same color as that one that's in the egg.
Right.
It just doesn't match that. You're not going to fool them. But what do you do if they see the back of the egg? I mean, where you guys are standing, you can see the red. Well, you don't tell them it's a handkerchief. You can tell them you cut your finger, you're painting it, chicken banged his head trying to get out. I may even be a magician, but as you probably got a feel for, I'm an honest guy. I try to be honest. So here's what I like to do. Make a real magic pass. Peel the hole off the egg like that. Crack the egg so everybody can see.
Hold on a second, brother. Yo, you tricked us.
That is a real egg.
You tricked us.
Oh, gravity's strong over here. Sorry. And that's what I like to do. And that's a magic secret.
You tricked us, bro. You didn't give us the secrets. That's awesome. That's a good secret.
I'm a magician. What do you mean? I lie a lot, right? But it's a trick. All right.
That was pretty cool.
Thank you very much.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Steve.
Been fun.
Appreciate you. Bye.
Goodbye.
That was great.